Alright, greetings everyone, and welcome to Fellowship Gaming. I am, as always, your ever-prepared GM, Brian, here to share with you another tale of daring, dimwits, and disaster with my friends. Um, tonight, tonight? I don't
This
know,
afternoon.
sometime,
Good evening, good night, and if I don't see you, tomorrow.
um, we are going to continue our Bloodlords campaign from last time. Um, our intrepid heroes.
Whoa,
No,
whoa, whoa.
that's a strong word.
That is a strong
Whoa,
word.
whoa, whoa.
Our intrepid
Undead.
Still,
were
that's
tasked
not
to
all of it.
investigate a farm that stopped sending
Mostly dead.
shipments. They killed a giant raging cow. They killed a few, not really innocent, but annoying undead. Who,
This is Gab, nobody's innocent.
hated them. And,
They are in a far better place now.
and
They'll
they
be
are
recycled.
continuing their investigation.
I don't think they
of the
can
farm.
be. Can
Which
can you
can-
raise it? Can you raise an undead from the undead?
No, recycled. As in, the zombies that are now destroyed are part of the nitrogen cycle of the farm.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense because I was
And
thinking.
any bones that we find, Horace is like, that's a pretty good looking femur. That's a decent looking elbow cap.
Oh, I've been looking for a new kneecap.
Those are cow nipples with clamps.
No, that's only you guys.
I know.
That's only you guys. Especially your character.
Yeah,
for some
well,
reason.
she has to live vicariously through you, and live is a very harsh word in Geb, so.
Yeah. Especially since I'm a skeleton.
Yeah, well.
You have more fleshy bits than I do.
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of fleshy bits. I'm a very pretty girl. Very vivacious and curvaceous and other acious words.
Like Zoe's PA.
Yeah.
That is probably one of the greatest creations in RPG history. Even though I have actually done the math, and there is no way he could have 1,000,000 hours of live. Because that would reach before the gap.
Oh,
And I'm like,
you're right. I
can't do
was
that.
like, I used to know the math that it's like, it's a million minutes, or it's a million minutes or million seconds. I can't remember. Something
million
like
seconds is still like
11
several
years.
hundred years.
No, it's not. It's not quite that.
Okay.
A billion is several hundred, and then a trillion is like 11,000 years. But that's seconds. Hours are by
Hours are
magnitude of
different.
60. Yeah. Unless Glorian Glorian has
As
like
far as we know,
we have a
Galarian still
51-minute hour. That's so no. I don't want to
Well,
do that.
that's
math.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even by hours, 1,000,000 hours would reach into the gap.
Sure.
And it's like, so it's a blatant lie that the guy is saying, I've got 1,000,000 hours of broadcasting. It's like, no, you don't. You have close to, but the 1,000,000 hours would reach into the gap, which you don't remember, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah. Also, if anybody's watching and they want to do the math for us and tell us exactly how many years/days 1,000,000 hours would be, we don't want to do that math.
Like, I did the math once. I don't have it in front of me right
Yeah.
now.
I'm just viewer participation.
Yeah.
Also,
We have viewers.
Probably.
Oddly, yes,
Shit.
we have viewers.
I'm trying to be one of them. I forgot.
I forgot to turn it on my computer before I left, so I was like, oh, damn it.
I was like, "Are we?" Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are live.
And I just got it, the notification now. So
But now that Jeremiah isn't here, Hiss will be active for us. So
You might
oh,
want to
look,
mute that.
There's a tiny little me. in
Anthony,
there.
mute that.
what am I doing?
Mute it.
We can hear your.
We can hear it.
There's a tiny me.
I can't. I was like, why did I have the volume of my phone on? I never have it on.
I can't help you there. I don't know.
No, I think I was probably listening to music while I was in the bathtub or something. and then I just forgot.
All right, so we've got
So-
A7 done.
Yes. Quick. That was the don't open undead inside door from The Walking Dead, where there was like 3 zombies inside, and we just
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Sorta like. This appears to be like another place where you keep your extra zombies.
Yeah.
And these were just like, what? There's free food outside? Let me at it.
Yeah.
And we're disappointed.
Just
And
context
we
was
found it.
there was pounding coming from inside. I opened the door and then we slaughtered them quickly, and
Yep.
and then after we went inside and looked around, we were going to then move to A8, which is it looks like foliage of some kind.
And it looks like destroyed planting boxes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because you said that Airgas's farm had orchards.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so this
Orchards and wheat,
Yeah.
and we've seen all kinds of crops actually.
Let's see. In A8, various garden variety tubers, berries, and leafy vegetables lie neglected in 6 large planter boxes. A wheelbarrow lies outside, damp soil spilling from it onto the path. To the west of the garden, the path turns north, leading to a 12-foot tall archway in the side of a sheer 20-foot high rock outcropping. Wooden fence with an open gate stands beneath the arch.
is that the
That's that
knoll?
rocky
all right?
corner over there. Looking over, you guys can do cooking lore, farming lore, plant lore, or nature to figure out what these garden beds are about.
Or esoteric at +5.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I roll just a nature check?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was called out.
That was
I
the
thought it's
last one.
nature. I thought you said nature lore. And
That
I'm
is
like,
a 17.
17. Okay.
That is a 19, I do believe. Yep, 19.
Nice.
Alright, so, Metris and Trek, looking over, this looks like, it was a testing ground to see what else would grow in the area. And,
Different soil pHs in each of the different boxes and stuff like that.
yeah, there's,
I mean,
you
I don't
identify
think they're that advanced.
chickpeas,
far as-
It might be. I
They
don't know.
probably are testing different fertilizers, yes.
That's Well, I mean that would be soil pHs. And
I
other
know.
stuff, but yeah.
But they wouldn't understand the soil pH. They'd just be like, does this fertilizer work better?
Sure.
But you notice plants that aren't native to the area. Chickpeas, cassava, sweet potatoes, sugarcane, rice, and beets. It looks like...
Rice. Is there any?
Yeah, even I'm like, rice?
I was like, you have to flood rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like...
One of them is like buried underwater.
that, or it would have been.
Right.
But,
Oh yeah, it's neglected. Yeah.
Like, you know, these are going south quickly.
No, I mean sugarcane and rice. That would. I mean, that would change the dynamics of the entire region if they could make that work. Wow.
That would be significant.
Yeah. I mean, sugar and rice. You can feed a whole army on that alone. China did it. Well, it is doing it now. But I was like, China did it for. Oh no, China's currently also doing it.
This is China we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I think Demetrius would know about 'em because they're like delicacies. And Trek is just like, I know how to make every living thing grow. Just so we can live longer.
Yeah.
So, you two think, when things calm down with your checks, that you can fix them up and give them a fighting chance to live in their
Revalidate the
little
experience. I'm
planters.
all for that. Of course, yeah. Oh damn it! Now I want to take proficiency in performance so that she could sing to the plants. I mean, she doesn't need it. She has a +4 without any training. So
Plenty of alchemical studies have shown that the zombies is what plants crave.
just the vibration of good harmony, right?
Mm-hmm. You get the choirs of
Electrolytes. It's what plants
zombies.
crave. Is that where you were going with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you, Brian. Brando, it has what plants crave. Electrolytes. Oh, I'm totally that girl. Electrolytes. You know, Sarah Rue, I think she's such a good actress. I love her to death.
I feel like the Gep version would be blood. It's what plants love.
Yeah, it's got copper and nitrogen, and it's got electrolytes. What plants love.
I can't see anything wrong.
And for,
Have you seen
for
Idiocracy?
Fred and I, it's more like
You haven't.
blood.
Oh, Fred
Blood
has not
makes the
seen
green grass grow.
it. Yeah, Fred's not seen Idiocracy.
I haven't actually seen it either.
All
It's
right.
one of those ones
So
that has
when we
just
start
escaped me.
when we start doing the let's discuss a movie or a game or whatever, that's the first thing we should do, especially if Trump runs in November,
He's
because
running.
He's
What do you-
running.
that's I know, but was it?
What about if he
is
wins?
it Virginia is like we're not going to count his votes or something? There was an issue.
The
Supreme Court came down and said, yes, you are.
I know, but yeah. So Idiocracy. I don't want to go on a tangent, but basically, at this point, it's a
It doesn't matter who wins.
documentary rather.
Yeah,
than,
we're
I
screwed
know.
regardless,
I
okay?
know. Yeah, we're
Yeah, we're screwed no matter what we do. We got a crook or a crook.
yeah.
No, we've got a crook or a vegetable.
Yes.
What yeah, Crook or Sleepy Joe.
A guy who can't even form one sentence.
Yeah.
Look, that's why we all vote independent and vote for the Cthulhu cultists to bring about the end of the
That's
world.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because cultists, they get shit done.
They do get shit done.
We all want to see Cthulhu rise from the sea one time.
Yeah. I was
before-
and
we
it's
all
definitely
go.
going to be off the coast of California. San Francisco's fucked.
Good.
Yeah, sure. Or worst case scenario, we almost summoned Cthulhu once, and then it rose from the Gulf of Mexico, and that's why Louisiana got fucked. It's like that was the deep well, whatever it was, the
Okay,
burning.
yeah.
Like no, get down.
Oh yes, oil spill.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not millions of gallons of eldritch blood. Yes, terrible.
The Gulf's been on fire. Is Eldritch blood flammable? We found out.
They're not going to tell us if it is.
What do you think?
What else? What else did you think our United States oil reserve was? Ancient Eldritch blood.
It's what we call oil.
Turns out petroleum's an ancient Eldritch word. Petroleum. It's like casting a spell.
So
I mean, my God, it's like the retarded animal babies episode. Do you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, Pokemon is also... No words of the Elder Gods around Bunny. Sorry. What about Pokemon?
All right. Do we want to go into the grassy knoll, or do we want to go over here first, where the wagons are?
We probably ought to go by where the wagons are.
real quick, since we talked about petroleum. My nephew is joining the Idaho National Guard. And on his Facebook, he was like, I'm going to be a petroleum expert. And I was just, when he came over to visit, I was just like, okay, level with me. You're going to be a petroleum expert, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, is that a real thing? He's like, yeah. I'm like, are you sure? Because this sounds like, I don't know,
He's
something
gonna
you're
drive a fuel
commanding-
truck.
This sounds like your commanding officer. This is like their court jester. Like,
No.
petroleum expert.
You'd be surprised at what jobs are actually real in the Army.
Well, I'm just like, I imagine petroleum expert. These two soldiers are fighting. I run a smooth unit in them. Lube them up and fix it.
It
Sergeant,
really is.
I need gas. Are you eating your beans?
Legumes. We call them legumes in the army.
It is effectively, they are fuel truck drivers.
Okay.
92 Foxtrot.
Pretty much.
It's
That's
transport more than
MOS.
anything else. It's
They-
it's about hazardous material
Yeah.
transport.
They
that's all.
are transport more than any.
Yeah.
Guess what? He's probably going to not always be driving a fuel truck.
Yeah, he might get blown up.
I have a friend.
Well, there's a lot of trucks, and they're just like, you know how to drive a truck?
Yeah.
Drive that.
I have a friend who went to college for civil engineering, and he now drives for the Dairy Farms of America as a fertilizer expert. Gas, because and that's his whole thing. He has to know hazardous materials about decomposition, give off, and natural gas and methane and other stuff. And he's like, I had to go to school to learn that again. He's like, oh, that's crazy. Just extra steps for extra shit.
Yep. But no, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Petroleum specialists, yes. But they do more than just drive trucks. I'm boiling it down to what is he going to do most of the time? He's going to drive a fueler, and he's going to fill everyone up on fuel.
Yeah. Well, there's
That
also
will be the big thing his job
My
does.
dad
there's
was in
4
the
different types
Army.
of petroleum experts as well,
Yeah.
because there's plastics, which people don't realize is a form of petroleum, and then there's applications like he said, lube. Vaseline is a form of petroleum. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
way different knowledge base than like fracking or natural gas or
Oh, yeah.
crude oil or anything like that. But they're all in the same umbrella family.
I'm just saying, my dad was in the Army. I seem to hang around a lot of veterans, and I'm like,
Yeah, but your dad had a different
don't
relationship
know.
with lube, Brian. He was also a petroleum expert, but not in the way you think.
Or the way you want to know.
I'm just saying, I won't be surprised if this was their form of the joke. They're like,
No.
no, make it an official position. It'll be
Yeah.
great.
No, it's not a joke. He probably knows a lot about fueling operations and can probably build a gas station.
That's neat.
Or at least service a petroleum tank,
Yeah.
because that has to have runoff valves and
Yeah.
all
It,
sorts of
it's not
important
this,
stuff.
oh, all he does is, no, that's. I'm making fun of the job just like he would make fun of my jobs. You just make big guns go boom. Yes, you're right. I make big guns go boom.
Well, everybody makes fun of my job, so it's okay.
Yeah, but most people don't realize. Most people are on the down low. Like, hey, here's some cigarettes. Can you give me something?
Sure.
Exactly.
Oh, you know my wife? too?
Everyone. Logistics.
With my-
Everyone wants to be friends with Supply.
Yeah, with
They
that-
just don't want to
that's
admit
my
to
wife,
it.
Supply.
Uh-huh. Yeah, everyone wants to be her friend. They just don't want anyone to know they're her friend. Correct.
Like, you don't have to put me down in any roles, do you? I keep your name off the list. Don't worry.
I knew a lot of people in Supply, and they're like, "Hey, do you want this? This isn't in our books." I'm like, "Yes."
That's my wife trading. She's like, you want a pallet of X, Y, and Z? I'll take a pallet of Rippets. She's like, deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they give his logistics, his and your wife, give them a lot of shit. They're your best friends.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't tell anyone they're your best friends.
Yeah, the only thing I
Alright.
found annoying about it was when I was leaving and they were turning in bullets, and they turned in bullets that we've never issued.
Yep.
And I'm like, where did you get these? I was in a firefight. Okay, why didn't you just leave them? I don't want to deal with
Spoils of war.
There were,
You're like, I don't want to
were-
write those into requisitions.
because I didn't want to.
No, that's exactly. So,
Yeah, no,
I got-
take it home with you. I don't want it. Yeah.
yeah, I got my last year active duty. I was in ammo squad of our support platoon.
Yeah.
So we went to Kuwait. We came back. Another unit was using our trucks. We pull open the covers to our trucks because, well, we ain't seen these things in 3 months. Pull open the covers. 2 tank aft caps. Those are sensitive items.
Yep.
My sergeant is like, those need to disappear.
So Susie's been home for 6 months since she left Herbal, and they just, like a week ago, because she's going through training now, it's where she currently is, their APO still has 8 of their trucks overseas. She's like, that was 6 months ago. What are you guys getting done? And they're like, nothing. She has a tote. Her tote's still in Germany somewhere. Like she's like, I'm not expecting it till 2025.
Yeah,
And I was
probably
like,
not.
I hope we get it back because it's got my stuff in it too. But
I guess my unit was really good because we got everything back within
We
a
got
couple.
everything back within like 3 months.
all right, are we gonna go over to A9?
Yeah, A9.
I will
I'm sorry.
investigating on the way there.
And suddenly we're shifting gears.
Yeah.
Rapidly.
Well, the great thing about this being an AP is we could do it at our own pace, so there isn't no we gotta get. No, it's just trying to find a decent time.
we
To,
need to do this,
Yeah,
but we can take.
like if we talk for 10 minutes, we're okay.
Yeah.
But we need to get back on track.
We do need to get back. So A9.
Can I see your
Alright,
Christmas dice?
So, you see a few wagons, and you see
That's really cool.
you're counting 12 legs, 8 short ones and 4 tall ones.
Just the legs, though.
The wagons are kind of obscuring the rest of them. And let's see. It's not really hidden, but it's fun to roll. So
15.
horse, you're looking at, and there are a bunch of humanoids, like body parts strewn around to the point that it's impossible to figure out who or what they were before, because you can tell that there are 2 zombie dogs and a zombie horse who have been chowing down on them this entire time.
Oh.
Okay.
So if I just go brains,
You said the trigger word.
I know.
That's like if you say a German word in front of shepherds. Like, were the bodies that they've been munching on? Is there any way to know if they were quick prior to being munched?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because,
Would I be able to do like a medicine check?
Yeah, after we destroy the undead that are eating them,
yeah.
you can probably do a medicine check. But
Yeah.
we got to get to the bodies first.
So
Valid.
when Horace goes brains, the horse rears up as if that was his name, and looks annoyed because
Horace says his own name, and the horse goes, "That's close enough."
Brain. And then we're going.
Oh, I got a
some
bad joke
issue.
in my head now.
Oh, dear.
We do initiative?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's not a good roll.
It's not terrible. Okay, 9 plus 5 is 14.
9 plus 7 is 16.
And I am at a 13.
It's better than the one I rolled before. And again, my
Well,
dog.
it would be stealth if you were avoiding notice while we were going from A8 to A9.
I figured I was probably
Yeah,
wasn't.
we're probably still in exploration mode as we move from one area to the next.
That was going to be my next question. Because I roll, it's a 5 even if I use the recall knowledge, so it would have been the same modifier. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
It still would have been the same thing for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you have. What? Is your dex and your wisdom the same?
My wisdom is a +2, and my dex is a
No, you're.
+4.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
He's an
They are the
expert
same
in
because
one.
you have expert in perception, but
Yeah.
only trained in stealth. That's right.
Trained
Okay.
in stealth because it's
Yeah.
hard to get expert
Yeah.
in anything at level 1.
Alright,
That's
Yeah.
not
Of course. What was yours?
a 13.
Okay.
Right, so you said there's 3.
Yeah. So.
But the
there's
horse is
2
large, huh?
dogs and a large horse. Yep.
All right, so we'll have the
Large horse.
Which cart is the horse? Are they wherever you want them?
Yeah. And then
And then 2 dogs will do.
truck. What were you?
6.
so
16?
There's a dog over
9
here.
plus 7 is 16? Yeah,
Yeah.
16.
Come on.
And then Demetrius.
9 plus 5, 14. I didn't know where you wanted them, so
Yeah.
I put the horse in between the two wagons, and then the dogs are kind of off on opposing sides of the wagons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Problem.
is the you're a war cleric, so you have
War
armor.
priest.
Yeah, so it'd probably be me and the cleric, or maybe you and the cleric upper front. There's no wrong answer.
There's always a wrong answer.
Cool.
I feel like I sabotaged myself. I rolled well on initiative, so his goes first. Also, as a funny thing, Bogdan being a dwarf goes 20 feet. Nagachi go 25, but when you're a zombie, you lose 5 feet to all your speeds. So we go the same speed.
Yeah, it works out.
Let's see. That was this one, right?
Probably.
Yeah, choose whatever blue you want to be, or you could be a different color if you want to be a different color.
I like this one.
Yeah, I was like, because we got purple if you want to be purple, and clear if you want to be clear. Oh, there it is. I was like, what the?
Now, undead are immune to mind effects, right?
Not all of them.
Yeah, only if they have the mind. Is it mindless
trait.
trait? Yeah.
I was going to look that up to make sure the mindless
Yeah.
trait
So
means
mental
what I think.
specifically connects to the mindless trait, but yeah.
Yeah, so anything with a mental trait won't work on mindless.
But not all undead are mindless.
Yeah.
We know zombies are though,
Yeah.
because we've experienced that many a time.
Yeah.
The zombies are mindless.
Oh, speaking of which one did you want to know more about?
The horse, because that's the one that stood out the most.
Keeping it doing really well again. So, alright. Got a nice crit success for you.
Nice. And you're allowing the recall knowledge to apply for the mastermind like normal?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's 1 minute instead of 1 round.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Let's see.
Okay, so do we want to use recall knowledge for the investigate as it's supposed to be? Because I'm supposed to ask for specific information to see if I get it.
I like letting you roll further checks.
Okay.
Because
And then
if I fail the check, like, you can't recall knowledge anymore about it.
I can. It's just. Oh, you're right. You are right.
And I want to keep that for you, so for the
So
investigation...
I can get an opportunity to at least fail on my own.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to let you roll recall knowledge when you take the action
Okay.
on your turn.
So for the investigate, you just want to give me something interesting that I see or learn.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I love that.
Let's see. What's a fun thing? Alright, so the horse has an attack that if it successfully bites you, it can make you bleed.
Oh.
And it can heal itself by feeding off of recently killed things. Those are its fun abilities.
All right. Interesting.
Ooh, I like that.
Alright, we did 2, so we have our side. Let's see what happens. Oh, good for me. We hit. So we did 5. 15. horse seemed to cut apart easily from the scythe. A bit more so than regular zombies.
Hmm.
Which is bad for it, because Horus has a bigger sword.
Yeah. You remember that his scythe is a +1?
Yeah.
That just adds to the hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, well, that is his. And now I get to punish my character. Okay. So we're going to. Huh. Didn't think that was going to happen. So we're going to miss Hiss, just barely. And for information, Hiss is a Titan Nagaji, so he has armored scales on him.
Okay.
Equivalent to like a breastplate.
Oh, nice.
So it just chomps on him, and it looks like it should go through, especially since Hiss is a zombie, but it just doesn't. And then...
That's cool.
And then it remembers its old foe. The one who called it by its pet name, Brains. It wasn't his handler. Let's see if it works.
Damn it, Horace! You said the trigger word.
I tried to say it before.
Is that like when you say pizza in front of an Italian?
Very much.
Ah!
Or apparently from videos I've been seeing online, if you break noodles in front of them.
Oh yeah, I've seen that a couple.
Let's see, 15 against Horus. Yeah. All right.
No, that will not hit Horus, even with his clumsy one.
All right. Trek.
Which I need to remember he has that.
I'm gonna cast runic weapon and touch your weapon.
Okay.
Nice.
In which
Doesn't that make it a +1 striking?
It
Yes.
does, yes.
Oh,
For
1 hour.
1
hour.
minute.
Yeah.
An hour or
No, it's 1 minute.
Yeah.
Duration 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 1 hour. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I was
I was like, can you put all of your spell slots into that?
No, I was the charm one. It was the one that was an hour, and so I was like, oh, I got it. Yeah, so it's a +1, +1. So
+1 striking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is terrifying.
and then I'm going to cast shield.
Nice.
All right. And then Demetrius.
Oh. Well, the horse was so nice to come up to me. Let's exploit vulnerability.
Okay.
So, let's see what I can learn about it. Alright. Let me do math. 7, 8, 15. So CR 1 or below.
All right. So that is a success.
Nice. So highest weakness.
They're tied. Positive and slashing for 10.
Alright, so slashing with zombies seems to be a theme. I'm going to do that. I will personal antithesis it. Second action, I'm going to move around to get flank. Well, whatever it's called now, off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the dog. Next. Does it bite me as I move?
No.
All right, and then I will attack as my last action. It is. Oh, it's off guarded anyways, but I like to help Horus out.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 on the die plus 7 is 13 unguarded.
Yep. Now hit.
Beautiful. So I roll a d4 and a d6 for the sneak attack. And then implement empowerment. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 slashing, and then 8 weakness. So I'm already applying the 5 slashing weakness.
It
it's
has
not
10.
5. It's 10.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus, you're going to cleave it in half.
Yeah.
So add
Hopefully.
5 to that damage total. We are zombie killing machines.
Yeah. Unintentionally made him very good at this.
Alright, and then horse.
Well, I've got a big thing in my face that doesn't like me, so I'm gonna show it how little I like it, and I'm going to enter rage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start swinging a big sword at it. Yeah. So 17.
That'll hit.
That was almost a 27. Well, it was 17 and then flipped to 7. I'm like, little shit. 8 and 9 is 17. Plus 10 is 27. So with weakness,
37.
37.
Yeah, that's a dead horse.
Nice.
It was already dead.
Well,
No, remember. Dead,
you may not have been around for.
Oh, that's
the
right. You left early.
degrees. So the degrees in Geb are unalive for undead that are
Us.
alive, and then everyone goes to dead, whether you're living or not.
Yeah, you're quick, unalive, or dead. And dead is 0 hit points, and your corpse is an object.
That's 2.
Yeah. You have another action.
There's a part of me that wants to go after a dog, and then there's a part of me that's like, let the dog come to me.
Yeah. Do you have something to do with your other action?
Not really. I just don't want to give the dog 3 attacks on me. That's kind of it.
Valid. Absolutely valid.
But I can make myself a more appealing target.
Well, you can also... Oh, yeah, no, you can't. So you can demoralize... No, they're mindless.
So, yeah, I'll get closer to the dog.
How do you... You're like, I'm going to whistle at the dog. How do you whistle? You don't have lips.
How do I talk? I don't have breath.
Well, I just think you whistle like a cricket.
But that's covered in armor.
I
that's
could
right.
just see him saying, I'm starting to whistle at the dog, and you say that, and he turns around and just flips you off.
Do the seductive woman thing. Don't you know how to whistle? No, lips.
Hunting him, hunting him.
Hunting him. Now I want to play Skeleton Bard.
My next character.
Skeleton Bard.
Yep.
Called. You could do a one-man.
He does a one-man show and uses his ribs.
Xylophone. Abs. Washboard. Just tapes it on.
First against horse. 18.
That'll hit.
For 4 piercing.
Okay.
And then
So-
Beatrice. 21
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 7 piercing.
Ouch.
Yeah, I had 3 attempt to burn through first. Small
Okay.
favor for rage. Watching has ended. Okay, so internet crashed
Oh no.
again.
I don't know why it hasn't showed up in yours.
Mine's just, it'll show up. Because the loss of internet basically shuts mine down. It'll say, connection to the computer was lost.
Oh yeah. We also know they're zombies, so they're slowed 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 attacks
Which-
was never an issue.
Well, it is because I keep forgetting that. I keep reading they're slowed one, and I keep it forgetting until after I miss and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah. All right, so Hiss moves over, points his scythe. Well, doing good for Hiss so far.
Good.
Oh, yeah, this page. So that's a 26 to hit, which is a crit.
Do you still have your bow out, or have you drawn your sword at this point?
I probably still had my bow out. I didn't know what I had out.
Your bow was the last thing you had out.
Okay.
Yeah. But you could have switched, moving from A7 to A8 to combat.
I don't need to get close to people anyways.
Well, you do more damage when you do.
Yeah.
And you can't flank with a ranged weapon, so.
And then, so I cast Divine Lance, managed to crit with it, did a whole 6 damage. And
It's not a 0 or a minus.
yep.
Well, it's 12 because you crit, right? Or is it you 3 and then it crit?
I rolled, it's 2d4 and I did
Oh,
a 1,
okay.
2, so. I was like, initially I was going to take Vitality Lash just to be rebellious, but then I was like, no, we'll be good.
Good.
Within the purview of what's allowed.
We won't make Urgathoid annoyed.
You
at
cast
me.
a spell, I'm like, that's a felony!
What? You don't know what I'm doing.
Oh shit, I don't have recognized spell yet. Guess who's taking that feat at level 4?
Trek.
You seem to be very, very good at destroying undead. No reason.
I'm gonna swap weapons.
Sure.
Yeah,
So now
that's
I'll
an
have,
action.
action, and my 2 actions will be casting Phase Bolt on number 2.
Okay.
Cool.
I guess I need to
Is
roll
it
to
an
attack.
attack or oh yeah, it's a
It's
+6.
+6, I don't believe.
Yeah, I used it last time.
But with a whole 8,
The bolt does phase right through the dog. And you're like, you stupid bolt. You're supposed to go through shields. And it's like, oh, sorry.
It's not a shield.
And then
It's a dog.
it gives you a rude gesture and disappears back into the ether.
I figured I went like, achoo! Oh crap!
You almost hit my handbag.
What do you mean almost?
It reminds me
You
of,
put a hole in my handbag.
it reminds me of iRobot. Yo, 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 she closed her eyes while she was firing that.
She shot at you with her eyes closed. It worked, didn't it?
Was Serenity? Doesn't Summer Glau's character River do that too? She because she can't watch herself do it. And Kaylee's like, she shot 3 of them with her eyes closed.
Well, I think she already had it memorized and she didn't want things to get mixed up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Demetrius.
Yay. Well, I mean, let's recall knowledge the Zamb dog.
Yep.
So this will be +7 because it is a creature. 9.
No.
I don't presume that's
Nope.
even
That's
close. No, so it's not flat-footed against me. And now I'll vulnerability. That's better. That's I'm gonna do math. 13. Oh no, that's a fail. Wow, I can't do anything right now.
Do you at least have an attack left?
I have an action left, but I'm thinking of getting out of dodge.
You're just like, I've never seen one of these before.
Yeah.
this?
I'm like, that collar looks an awful lot like what Horus has, but this is not effective. I'm gonna raise my shield.
Sure. horse.
Now, yeah. So, for the sake of argument, because I have failed both the exploit and I am off guarded against the dog. So I was like, I need to shore that weakness.
Fair.
I did not anticipate rolling two shitty rolls.
Horus
in a
is
row.
going to test the zombie dog's durability with the blade of his sword.
Okay.
Seems like a valid action.
I mean, the sword's been super effective so far.
Yeah.
And it's in striking now, so.
Yeah.
Plus one
Is
striking, yeah.
terrifying. So that is a total of 19.
19 will hit.
Oh, Jesus. That was an 11.
Awesome. 9.
6.
Oh.
So that is a
17
17 plus 10, 27.
Slashing.
Slashing.
That's a dead dog.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently, it's not very durable. 25. Wow. It's going to take me 2 moves. But I'll get up to the other dog.
Luckily, you have 2 moves.
Yeah.
What's that? Your first attack was highly effective.
Oh, wait. I could use sudden charge.
You can.
Yes, I will do that. I will use sudden charge to get up to the second dog.
Sure.
And take a swing
Because
at
that
it.
doesn't have to be a straight line. It's just 2 strides.
2 strides.
Yep.
And if you end within
You get a
striking
melee
distance,
rate, yep.
you get a melee. So plus 5. So that's a 21.
Jeez.
That will also hit.
16 on the die. So
No, I'm aware, yeah. When you said plus 5, I knew you were already minus 5. I was like, yeah, well, good.
yeah, good luck. Well, there's a 16 on the
Yeah.
die. A 1.
Eh.
So 1 plus 7 is 8. Plus 10 is 18.
Yep.
And that's a dead dog.
Yeah, that's about right. And Demetrius is visibly shaken, and her bony bodyguard comes up and protects her, and she just feigns a swoon of, oh, my hero.
I can't feel you. Get off me.
And she rolls her eyes. Fine. Can't blame a lady for trying. And she goes over.
I can't feel it. Literally can't.
But I can.
And I can't do anything about it anyway.
I'm not
Did you
gonna
lose your
comment.
emotions when you lost your heart? And you're like, well, yeah.
Yeah, kind of
All right,
did.
fair enough. She takes out her little notebook. Horus has no heart.
Well, obviously.
I grab a heart, put it in between his ribcage. See, he has a heart now.
I will kill you.
A black ichor heart from the dog.
As you hold it in there, it grows 3 sizes.
Oh! I knew Horus was ancient Assyriani for Grinch.
It was called, what's that spell I got? Figment.
Oh, nice.
See, he goes, see, no heart, and there's a heart.
Yeah, Figment's like silent image, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
But it can actually make noises.
Nice.
All right.
So we investigate the wagons, anything, because I know we're also looking for, produce and anything salvageable and yada yada.
Yeah. Looks like nothing was in the wagons, but the wagons are in fine repair.
Well, good.
Say that last bit again.
The wagons are fine.
Oh,
The wagons are good repair. So they're still functional. Nothing broken.
wonderful.
So are we keeping the wagons or something?
No, we're leaving them
they're not
here.
ours. They're a part of Airgasser's farm. But
Yeah,
we're meant to
kind
keep
of
stock,
fix what you
inventory,
can.
Yeah.
Inventory, yeah. Make sure things are. Come back with a detailed report of this.
Right. So A10, A11. I guess we're going to look over here. And these are, I presume, from the top-down perspective, these are silos.
Yeah, these are 4 grain silos, each 20 feet in diameter. constructed from sturdy wooden staves. There's 3 rotting humanoid corpses on the ground nearby, each still clutching long-hafted farming implements. The hatch of the northeastern silo is open. Much of the grain has spilled onto the ground.
Well, we'll close that.
Yeah. And then maybe bring a cart over so that eventually we can start scooping it in. But for now,
Horace, you're looking around and you realize that brutal melee took place near the silos. By your count, a group of 6 or more people took a defensive position near the silos and then surrounded and slaughtered the charge hands before fleeing in multiple directions.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
is there any more iconography like the red cloth or anything?
Not on these.
Okay.
And Horace, you also notice that the grain here has a strange pinkish gray powder sprinkled across it on all 4 silos. Crafting or medicine?
Okay. Can we all make that check or just Horace?
Yeah.
I mean, he pointed out, he's like,
Yeah.
this looks like they poisoned it or something.
Okay. 18 crafting?
Okay.
22 crafting.
Yeah, I was like, way better crafting? Nice.
So you recognize that it's a powder called brain grit, and it's not poisonous, but may briefly cause a mild headache.
Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa! Okay. Get all those D6s.
And then you were all swept away because someone played the flute.
That one's behind.
There should be one more.
Found.
Red one?
Yep. Okay, so we're on day 10.
All right. Do we know? So other than the annoyance, it's not really anything we have to worry about.
Yeah, it's just odd.
Okay.
Like,
But it looks
like
intentional.
together with Horace's investigation that battle took place here with the Chans. Whoever fought them seems to have wanted to place this here, but all it does is cause a mild headache. So it's kind of weird that they were willing to kill over it.
Can't
Yeah.
really get context clues. So, could it be medicine to determine were these quick or were these unalived?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember if they tell me what these
fine.
guys were.
We knew there was a general mix of quick and unalive working the farm. And we are still... I probably should have asked last Friday. Did we get a description of Ergas?
Oh, Ergag?
Yeah, because we're looking for him as well, right?
No. No one knows who he is.
Oh.
Yeah. It's that somewhere in the stony structure, his name's carved in there, and so everybody's just like, oh, Ergag's place.
So maybe an ancient family lived here that was Ergag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Long since moved on or something, dead.
So was it Braddock was in charge, or is there an overseer other than him?
Braddock was in charge.
Oh, okay. And then we found his
found his
half-mangled corpse in
corpse.
A2. Okay.
Yep.
Alright. We may steal a cart just to bring his body back to his cousin. I can't remember what his relation is to the Bloodlord.
They were like second cousins or
Yeah.
something like that.
I knew they were related. I just didn't know the
Yeah.
exact thing. So
Yeah.
Cousin, she said, I think she said distant cousins, but
sure.
that's like second or third cousins.
Yeah.
I mean, for halflings, it could be like 11th cousin. Is there so other than just being a mild annoyance? There's no don't need to do anything to fix the.
Yeah. It's something to note. And then looking around here, around the outer wall, it looks like part of the reason why it was able to be infiltrated easily in the first place was because the bricks are out of place that made like easy climbing holds. And holds.
Okay.
So, you can take 30 minutes and a crafting or engineering check to fix the wall up to make it more secure.
Sure.
Do
I
we
mean-
need to do that, or should we continue on?
We're not really pressed for time.
Yeah.
Now that I know that that Braddock was the person in charge, I was like trying to scramble to find the guy, but there's no guy now. So
Well, I
We
was
have
just
nothing to
curious
do.
if that's part of our preview, or if we just need to hurry.
we need
It
to.
is.
Yes, it is. It's part of
Repair is part of what we're doing.
It's
Okay.
most of what we're doing. Find active produce that we can salvage. Keep the farm in better than working order. Basically, be prepared like a Boy Scout. Keep it better than when we found it, and then determine the cause of what's going on. In that order.
Yeah.
Because we can't sell what's in the grain bin right now, because that's all poison.
Yeah, but there's things that they can do to take that away. But
Yeah,
it's outside
there's
of us.
clear clerical that.
Yeah,
could
purify
remove
food and
that.
drink or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Purifiers.
it's nothing to undead. It's annoying to the quick.
The quick.
They get a headache, so.
People like me.
Yeah. Don't eat that grain.
Yeah.
Unless I want a headache.
So yeah.
It'll affect undead too. Undead will get headaches.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great. Even those without brains?
Yep.
Just makes their skull throb?
Especially those without brains.
No. Oh, no. All right. I'm going to do engineering lore.
Okay.
So, well, it's esoteric, but it's +5 instead of 7. That's an 18.
So, and you start working on the wall. Horace, while Demetrius is working to make the wall more secure, you notice the gate is trapped. It looks like the nearby gate, if you open it more than halfway, it will slam back on you.
Ooh.
Interesting. I'll note that to my fellow party members.
Is that something that Trek
Don't
could fix
know.
with thievery?
Yeah.
Oh.
Trek could turn it off with thievery.
Oh,
The question I have is, was that an intentional thing, or was that, well, obviously intentional, but was it intentional by the farm, or was that intentional by
Ooh, good
the
question.
invaders?
I think as far as I can tell, it's part of the farm security. Since it's by the grain silos,
Oh, okay.
it would make sense to have some sort of trap there. Without that, if you were trying to break in with a wagon, the gates would crash back on the wagon and knock you out. And also, I'm looking for a description. There we go. And you also notice there's another corpse pinned by the gate that wears a dark red cloak streaked with crusted blood. And leather satchels crushed against the corpse's chest by the gates. So, yeah, they didn't. Looks like they didn't know about the trap.
So not
They
a farm
opened
hand.
it all the way, and this guy got caught in it. So, you'll need an athletics check to kind of pry the stuff out of the gate.
All right.
But you think you'll be safe.
So that would be a 15 athletics.
Alright. So, you like wrench the body and satchel out. The cloak bears the same symbol as the scrap cloth. That's the three fingers in white against a red background.
Be prepared.
The satchel contains 4 small packets of a strange gray paste, though all but one of the packets burst when the gate slammed shut on them. Crafting or medicine?
Six. 8. Medicine.
Yeah. Hiss. You don't know what it is? Hiss says that the paste is not especially dangerous, but may have mildly uncomfortable effects on an imbiber's muscles. And you also find a lesser anti-plague in there.
All right.
And it's called tremor paste.
Okay, tremor paste.
Where's that? Okay. I was going in number and I was like, wait, where is A12? So I was like, yeah, on my map. Okay. Well,
We're not there yet.
Yeah, I know. So, looking around, you find the switch, and can get the trapped gate working again if you want. And then it's a little confusing. I think it's still on, but you can turn it. Oh no, it's currently disarmed. There it is. But Horace, you found the switch. You can turn it back on. They improve the security of the farm.
Cool.
And
I mean, there's a part of me that's like, just leave it off until someone else gets here to take back over.
true. That doesn't make
Tell
too
them
much
where
of
it
a
is.
difference.
It's like, it's here. You can turn it back on. It works still.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my thought. Why would I turn it back on when we know we're sending people here?
Mm-hmm. That's a practical joke.
Yeah, this guy didn't think it was too funny, I bet.
Well, it depends
It's
on
very
how long
humorous and gay.
how long we're going to be. If we're going to have to be here overnight, I would feel more comfortable having that trap on.
If we can turn it on at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll probably just get it off right now.
Horace found the garage door opener.
Yeah, basically. Like, if we have to stay, sure, we'll turn it back on.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have to stay, there's no reason to have it on. Because
30
when we
minutes go
walk
by.
out of here, when we walk out of here, we want to leave it open to anyone else coming back.
Yeah.
And then Demetrius finishes the wall. It looks far less climbable than it did before. And you guys finish your investigation around the gate over there.
Mm-hmm.
And now know how it works.
And again, we've got this weird symbol
Mm-hmm.
that no one knows.
It's not the Boy Scout symbol, huh?
See, the Boy Scout one is this direction. This one is this direction.
Yeah, it's
It's
read
the
between
game
the
sign.
read between the
Yo.
lines.
I tell the machines that work that all the time.
Fred, you do that at your own risk. They're gonna wake up.
Oh, that's only usually when they're misbehaving.
Go
Anyways.
to the rocky opening.
Okay.
Rocky, yep. Time to head in.
This rough stone chamber is carved into a hillside. A thick straw mattress with a few wool blankets lie in the southwest corner. An alcove to the south contains a sconce holding a torch flickering with purple flame. Passages lead north and west, but several heavy crates block access to the north passage. And it's around the north passage. There are, you see a zombie and two dogs. They're not borking. I don't know what an undead bork sounds like. But they are barking, trying to get past the boxes. And they seem to not care about you too much. But not in the very personal way. More in the, they seem to be interested in something on the other side.
Okay. I will be investigating the bipedal one.
Okay. Oh. Okay, there's one dog and two
Sorry.
shamblers. No, I had it backwards. I was like, there are two dogs. And I'm like, no, that says
you're the GM.
two
You can do whatever you want.
So,
then the closest one, the blue, that'll be the one I'll.
okay.
So it'll be +7.
Okay, so that's a success against that one.
Yeah. So I get my full bonus if they're creatures.
And then, you're like, you remember, that, let's see, which one was closest one to you? The purple one?
Yeah.
Or the blue one?
The humanoids
blue
are
one.
the 2 8s, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
blue,
the
number
number
one.
1 humanoid.
Okay. So you recognize this one as this is one of the 4712 models. Very nice, good workers. Known for having a weirdly large bicep.
Just
one.
Just one side.
Yeah. And no bicep on the other side.
Okay. As a medieval reenactor, is that your way of saying they're archers?
No, I was just trying to there's zombie shamblers. You kind of known what they
favor.
are, but you gotta get more information. So you're like, I just suddenly imagined in Geb, this is like car models. So it's like, oh yeah, the 4712.
That was a good year.
They don't make them like they used to.
So dependable.
And of course, all I can think of is the ball bunny convicts. We won't say any more on it because of what that subject is about, why they have the giant bicep.
Quagmire.
All right.
Taking them out?
Yep.
Ooh, damn. 23.
Oh. Oh. Here.
So is for mastermind purposes, recall knowledge, is that the attempt specific to the creature or the type? So like if I kill a zombie and then I recall knowledge to try to get the whatever for the next one.
I've always understood it against the creature.
Okay.
So that doesn't make it so, oh, you have an ever increasingly high check against all zombies from now on.
Okay.
You're just like, you get to know, you just get to know more information.
Or at the very least, there's a base DC where I just know enough that I can exploit a weakness or something. Okay.
Yeah. Horse?
19.
Respectable.
And Trek?
25.
And I go. Alright.
And you have your sword out now, right? Awesome.
Yes, I figured as soon as we start heading back into the...
Yeah, you knew we were going to go into like a closed area.
So I
Smart.
pull out the sword. It's not like something that's...
Smart.
Away.
Alright, Trek, you're up first.
And you rolled stealth, so you have, they are all flat-footed against you.
Okay.
So
I will
take your
move.
pick, my friend.
I will go against the blue one.
He's the dark blue. Yep. You're within 25 feet of the first two, so do what you want.
Movement 25. Okay. Just want to make sure. I will swing, batter, swing. Does a 10 hit?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're off-footed
guard,
by
yeah.
you.
Oh. That's 8 points of damage? Piercing?
Do you not get sneak?
Oh, yeah. Sneak is 2d6, right?
One at your level.
1.
Eventually it'll be up.
That's another 5.
So 8 piercing, 5 precision,
Yeah.
because we don't know anything.
Alright, still up.
Nice.
I will swing again, and that which is negative
Minus
5.
4, because it's agile, right?
Yeah.
Short sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus 4. Natural 20.
Well, that misses, but, you know. Okay.
The 10 hit, but the 23 miss? Jesus. I'm out.
It's too high. You can't do
Yeah,
it.
it rolls over. It's a hex system.
These use Thaco. You gotta go negative to hit them.
Oh, no! God damn it, Casey got to you.
Actually, Thaco works the opposite. Because an 18 armor class with a Thaco, oh, you're a hurting unit.
Yeah, everybody's hitting you.
Yeah.
So roll 2d6 because you get the double both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 4.
So 8
8.
plus 8 because it's
Yeah.
double your modifier.
So that's 16.
So 16 total between piercing and
Do I...
precision.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Sne-
might.
do I get sneak attack still?
Yes. Still your turn.
You already rolled it.
Yeah. That's what the 2d6 is for.
Yeah.
I thought-
1d6
You
for
don't
yourself.
extra dice. You double the modifier.
Double
Okay.
the total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's okay.
It's okay.
We remembered for you.
Yeah, you stab the zombie, and it's like, huh? And then you stab it through the jaw as it's questioning your existence. And it just slumps to the ground dead.
That was the one that was...
The one you did.
Yeah, that's all right.
Demetrius.
Great. Ah. You killed my... all right. Fine, I guess. Let's recall knowledge on 1.
Okay.
No, let's... exploit vulnerability seems to be a higher damage threshold, so let's exploit vulnerability on 1 instead.
Okay.
On purple 1.
Okay.
Natural 1, I'm going to hero point that, Brian.
Okay.
Hero point! That's much better. I believe a 24 is going to crit.
Yes.
Because it's CR0?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
This was
greatest weakness,
explode.
I presume it's the same as always.
Yeah. Slashing and or vitality 5.
Yeah. I'll do personal antithesis. Yeah. And then I will move and then slash it.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Let's do off guard. Yep. Come on! I already used my hero point. Don't screw me over now. Ooh, 24.
All right. That will crit.
Oh my god. Do I even need to roll?
Probably.
It's minimum 16 with antithesis and it's more than that, minimum 20 something. Oh no, that's just added once, right? The
Yeah.
weakness?
You don't double that.
Right. So 13 and then double this. So
Well, this is.
nope, that doesn't
only
count.
8. Okay.
2, 6, 7, 8. So 16 and then 13. So 29 total.
All right. So you don't know what these things are, but you just know that chocolate kills them. So you smear chocolate on your claws, slash into it, and it just can't handle it, and it dies.
Poisoned it unintentionally.
Someday you'll know what they are. These fiends on 4 legs.
Yeah.
Right, horse.
It's clearly a type of cat.
Mm-hmm. Some sort of mutant cat.
15, 25. And yeah, we will test the durability of number 2 there
Excellent.
with my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Not raging, or you are raging?
I'm not raging.
Okay.
So that's a 17.
Alright, that is a hit.
Oh, that's painful. So that's 16 damage.
Alright.
Is that you rolled the die twice? You still have striking.
No, I don't. That lasts a minute.
Oh,
we
you were
spent
correct.
30 minutes over there.
I apologize.
It's okay. It's only,
I
it's
forgot.
only
I
been
literally
a
did
minute
it
in
myself,
our
and I
hearts.
forgot about it. So.
Huh?
It's only been a minute in our hearts. So,
Well, I meant it went by so freaking slow.
you like taunt it to be like, hey, let's see if this works for you. And it turns around, and it's like instantly gets what you're trying to do. And it goes and it just chomps the blade, and then the blade keeps going down, down, and it's just splitting quarters, something.
You claimed it in twine.
I don't
Good
see
at
any
that.
twine.
Oh yeah, I guess that is effective. Good to know. Taking voracious notes. The one time the cleric doesn't get to go.
That's fine.
Hey, also, can you heal us a little bit?
I don't know. You guys look fine.
Oh, no, I took 7 the last count.
I'm a skeleton. Of course I look fine.
Yeah,
Does-
that's a
you have-
lot of self-confidence in your
What's it
looks
called?
over
Corpse
there.
Stitcher? Or whatever?
Yeah,
Can you do
Stitch
that?
Flesh. I
Can you
have
do that?
Mm.
Could you have done that in the 30 minutes I was?
Oh, yeah.
And also, I did take a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
If
Like
you
I took 7. That's
would.
like that was like a third. No, half of my hit points.
I literally only took 1.
Well, you have THP. I don't have that benefit. Jerk.
Like, Hiss looks over Horace back then and rolls and it's like, nope, you're fine. And I also rolled a 10, so my medicine check failed.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
But didn't critically fail.
Oh, okay. So it's
for-
a hisk.
Hiss.
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 HSSS.
No, just
Yep.
H and S's. Okay. I love it.
Let's see, regular success. Well, that's up great. So I healed you 3.
Being at 4 wounds. No, that wound is an actual term. Being at 4 damage is better than 7
Mm-hmm.
when you only have. Wait, why? What the hell?
Yeah, my medicine's
That's my armor class. Where's my hit points? Oh, they're up here. Hey, there we go.
Been taken away from my armor class the entire time.
Unintentionally. Oops. Let's not do that. That's a bad idea.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea for Starfinder 2nd edition. Is if
The more wounds you have, the more easier it is to hit you.
they aren't going to make stamina normal, but if you had like armor that ticked down first and then
Yeah.
your health, that could be something.
That's how Critical Role's new system works. They have armor slots. So your armor slots have the value, say 9.
Mhm.
You take a hit. If it matches a threshold, so say they do 10, you remove 1 armor slot. So your armor becomes less effective, but it acts like a hit point pool. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm no way saying we have to play it or anything like that. I'm just
No, I
looking
know.
at it because we're
I
exploring.
looked at it and it's like, well, you need to make an account to actually look at it. And I'm like,
No, I literally. Oh no, you are correct. I can just send the information because I downloaded the playtest.
It's fine.
I'll link
It
it.
sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It really sounds interesting.
Have you ever played 13th Age, or seen the rules? It's like 13 Age, but it has their own unique mechanics. But the building system is very similar. I'm gonna play a race. I'm gonna play a class. Here's a card. It tells you what you are and what you can do. Then you choose 2 new cards. Every time you level up, you get a new card, and you have a pool, kind of like 4th edition. Because they want, they're a company. They want to be able to sell. Here's cards. We're going to sell you a deck. But you can print them yourself as well and some other stuff. But they're cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So boxes. Horace, could you?
Move those.
First off,
there's a sconce in the
Yeah, with purple flame. That's kind of
purple
cool.
flame. Like, you don't really need that much magic knowledge to know that this.
That doesn't normally happen.
Yeah.
oh,
We'll do this, I guess, by the book.
yeah.
There we go. So, his uses religion, looks at, and goes,
Oh,
yep,
interesting.
it's a ever-burning torch with a violet flame.
Cool.
Background knowledge
Yeah.
you wouldn't know is Braddock used a violet flame to patrol at night.
Oh.
I just thought that was a fun little factoid
It
that
is.
snuck in. The boxes are heavy. It takes a...
Well, yeah, we can call out first. Anybody behind the boxes? Because
Hello?
Yeah.
Anybody there?
I'll go between.
Probably, yes. A voice calls out.
Are you going to attack us when we move the boxes?
Are you hungry zombies?
No.
No.
Okay, then I will not attack. Probably. You're not evil thugs, right?
You're
not-
talking
we are
about
not
the people
thugs.
with. We were
We're-
sent by
Bloodlord Berlin.
Berlin.
Berlin? Yep. Ah, yes, the boss.
Oh, yeah.
She sends help.
To whom are we speaking?
I am.
Fuck, how do I spell that?
Sifegtk.
SISE.
SIF.
Oh, F.
Sif.
EGTK.
EGTK. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was
Sift-
like,
You weren't. I think you did a pretty good pronunciation, all things being equal. Holy crap, Brian. My
I was
God.
like, I was trying to remember all the ways I thought to pronounce this name. I was like, Sifgatak?
Sif act. Sifegt.
So, I swear to God,
Sifect?
sometimes
Sigfig.
the people at Pathfinder, they just thump
No.
their head on the keyboard and that's the name.
Yeah, I was like, that's 100% some weird like seventh sigil name generator where it's like, let's. My alphabet doesn't have a Z, an R, or a Q. What names can I get? Randomize her. Hey.
I'm just like some Egyptian out there. It's like,
Um,
that is my cousin's name? How dare you guys make fun of it?
That's
It's a
valid.
real name.
I mean, apparently so is Biggest Dickus.
Yeah, there's a meme. There's a meme. It's somebody's doing something and it's like a Hindu name and it's like Zagabadagabadagabadaga, and it's like, hey, I know that guy, and then below it's like, shut up, and it's that guy's name. I'm like, it's good. Does that name ring any bells from the dossier that we got from Berlin?
No.
Not really.
Okay. Are you currently safe back there?
Mostly, zombies trying to eat me. Heavy boxes. I'm old.
Yeah. We have another room to inspect. Just making sure you're okay, safely behind the large boxes, and then we'll come back in a minute.
Okay. I'm just going to inhale the scent of almonds until you're back.
Crap.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, it's arsenic.
They're just in the bag. I like chewing on them.
Oh.
Sorry, my accent gets in the way.
That's Demetrius just assumes everybody's poisoning everybody. Like, valid. Horace, does this smell like chloroform to you? That's the joke, Horace.
Yeah.
You're like,
He's like,
close.
I can't
yes.
smell. I can't smell it. I can't taste it. I don't know if it would affect me. I don't breathe.
Do you want a tongue?
I don't need one, apparently.
Oh.
That's a Moscow tool. That'll help us out later. Flirted with you twice already. Oh no. That's why she wants him to have a body.
Can we get him a body? Why? So I can flirt
Dude,
with
he's
him
like-
and he cares.
He only needs it for like an hour. And then he's like, what are we going to do for the other 45 minutes? Cuddle? That's from Greece, too.
I've heard that one enough.
Yeah. All right, what do you guys want to do? Do we want to inspect A14 or do we want to...
Let's inspect A14 and
All right.
we'll come back to this guy.
Okay.
He sounds happy for the moment.
Oh, yeah. Was it male voice?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
A
Then-
block of stone resembling an altar or table stretches much of the length of this room. It's heaped with baskets and jars filled with berries and vegetables, all withered, moldy, and rotten. Simple gardener's implements lie in a tiny arrangement at the south end of the stone slab. And then you guys see the infamous writing for why this place was called Urgag's Farm. It says, Old Urgag sups here, enjoying meals with friends and foes alike. You can do an occultism or society check.
Is this a lore for the occultism? Recall knowledge, I mean?
It's a decipher writing.
Okay. So I can just do regular occultism then.
That is a 15 for my occultism.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 21 occultism.
Alright. So, Trek probably knows this because he has to make sure people don't eat him. And you and Demetrius probably knows this because it's funny. But it's basically a kind of old innuendo that Ergak was a cannibal. Which doesn't mean much anymore, but that's a neat tidbit.
Sups your friend and foe like, oh, I love it.
Mm.
Nom nom nom.
And let's see, that's basically it for enemies. So there's a few checks to restore the farm, and you can talk to Sif.
Sif.
I think we're just going to call him Sif.
Mm-hmm.
From here on, Sif. Can you not pronounce it? No, I can't. Your name is Sif. Period.
Oh, but that's far too familiar. We'd only just met.
I don't care. My sword
So-
says it doesn't care either.
You're so old, and your sword so massive.
And
Oh, it's been so long since this old man was pursued so violently.
shut up, Tiny.
Your spider is
It's-
chuckling.
My spider's just laughing. He's like, shut up, Tiny.
Like, it's just like Horace is like. Never mind.
So, what was Sif's relationship to the farm?
He was a new charge hand. He was a charge hand in training to try, because he worked for Berlin for a number of years. And as old age came for him, he was like, I just want to retire to a nice empty farm where nothing happens.
His first day on the job.
Pretty much.
What does he know about the red cloaked figures?
Let's see. All he knows from what he saw is it seems like the red cloaked figures didn't expect to fight anyone. They were just caught off guard. And the charge hands met up with the charge hands, and they fought and killed them. And he hid back here. He tried to call off the two zombies and the zombie dog, and he hasn't quite learned how to do that yet. As he saw all the charge hands fall, and the zombies just kind of went after everything, he hid himself in here behind the boxes.
Did he see the fall of starts with a B.
Braddock?
Braddock, yeah.
No.
Okay. So he didn't, yeah, because we found Braddock had a piece of the cloak in his hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The emblem.
Mm-hmm.
But then I assumed he barricaded himself in here and then he didn't see what direction they went off in or anything like that. Okay.
Well,
All he knows
they went
is
multiple directions.
Yeah, but we don't know if that was the initial and then they dispersed and did
Yeah,
other
that's
stuff,
fair.
or if they,
Yeah.
because
That's fair.
And all he knows is he could tell that they expected like in a meta way, these are supposed to be Pathfinder Society agents on a stealth mission.
It goes the way every
Everything
Pathfinder Society on a stealth mission goes.
Everything went wrong. They were found out. They killed everything, and we're just like, and left their dead. And we're like, well, sorry, sucker. Hope you have the reputation. Get your body back, and left.
those particular Pathfinder agents didn't have enough to get their body reclaimed.
Apparently not.
Not yet.
Yeah, they're only level 1. What do you expect?
That's fair.
They're level
Valid.
ones. Sounds an awful lot like the groups we tend to play when it's stealth mission, fighter, paladin,
Ruffian rogue.
ruffian rogue, cleric. You guys are great you guys are going to do so well on this stealth mission.
Don't worry.
Stealth.
I
Is
play
that
a
is that
bard
Greek?
who always sings at the top of his lungs. We're going to
Yeah.
fit right in.
Ironically, you spell stealth Sifegtk.
But he didn't know what they were there to accomplish. And then,
But we can do some investigation in the sigil. But as far as we can tell, they're no longer here on site,
yeah.
except for the bodies. Okay.
And then Sif gives his lover 40 feet of chain because that's all of his belonging right now.
What?
And he wants to thank you for saving him.
I don't want to know.
Well, I added the lover part.
I know
because
you
to
added the
continue
lover
your
part.
Joke, but yeah, he's like, you never know when you'll need 40 feet of chain.
Yeah,
Is that like
sure.
useful if we had left the cow alive or something?
I don't know.
That's fair.
He's literally like, this is all I have to my name. And you look at the links, and they literally have his name jumbled together in them.
Yeah, you should probably keep it in case you need it for your job.
No, don't need it.
He's like, no, I'm retired. This shit's over.
And he's going to be in charge of the farm now until they teach him how to do it better.
Yeah, we go back to Braddock and get his whip and give it to him. You said Braddock has a whip, right?
Nope, no whip.
I thought
He
Braddock
had-
had a whip.
No?
No, yeah, fair enough.
Let's see. So things you can do. In 8:15, you can salvage some of the food in there.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
either cooking, farming lore, or nature for recall knowledge.
Ooh.
Nature check.
Yep.
Great.
We do math.
I'm taking that an 8 nature isn't going to work.
So that's a 16 recall knowledge. Because I was like, I had to remember if it was diverse or not. It is diverse, so it's only 5 instead of 7.
Mhm.
So 16.
So, Trek, you're looking at this and you're like, it's all bad. But Demetrius is like, what? No, look, this looks wonderful.
Yeah, you just have to knock
Just
off the
brush it
penicillin.
off. The weird powder comes right off. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Just blow on it. Right in his face. Listen, there's ants in the meal, but ants are protein. That's perfectly viable.
They're not mice. They don't leave behind surprises.
And with the rest of it secure,
Do you eat mice? Is that cannibalistic for you?
Depends on the type of mouse.
Oh, that's fair.
I had Trap Finder just to let you know. I forgot.
Yeah.
So as soon as you started to go, oh nope, that's an ambush. Never mind.
That's a what you get a hidden check, and then you got a +2 against the
Yeah.
attack roll if it does trigger on you.
And then there's you can check the surrounding farmland to see the surrounding fields. There's more zombies around, but they're just kind of passive. But you think you can anger or taunt them by having Trek get too close. So, to avoid the zombies, it's either just a nature check or a stealth check.
Okay. So can we fix up 8-8 before we leave? Because that was something that we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I didn't think we had time, but now I know we do.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the stealth for the zomboids.
Yeah.
So what is it? Just +5 lore for the 8-8 to figure it out? Because I have nature stuff. But
Nature, cooking, or farming.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll do cooking. Oh, that's 17.
Nice.
Come on, baby.
It's a 10.
All right. So, Trek, you're looking at all these plants, and you're like, nope, they're doomed. Doomed. Like all of us living. And
Gosh, you're so pessimistic, Trek.
Demetrius is like, oh, such a drama queen. Look, they're fine. And fixes up all the plants.
Is that
and
is
they
that
look
the
better.
rat folks' heritage, drama rat?
No, I'm haunted.
I mean, I think even
Same.
Horus is like, Jesus, dude, I thought
Yeah.
I was bad.
Yeah, I was like, God, I can't travel with the two. You are so morose.
By the way, what is your haunted skill? Because you basically get aid against it until you correctly fail it. So, what was your skill?
I forgot.
Was it stealth?
Well, you're trained in everything, so pick your skill.
Yeah,
And
pick,
write
pick,
which
pick
one
your
is your
+2 as the ghosts help you until you quickly fail it.
I think it's stealth. I do believe it was stealth or something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Does
go
it
back.
have a little +1 on it?
Oh yeah, it is +1. Yeah,
Because you basically get continual aids until
until you
you
critical
correctly
fail,
fail.
and then you get -1 until you succeed again.
It's like frightened something until
Yeah.
because your ghost is like, you messed up.
Yeah.
It's the ghost of your stepmother. Fuck.
Ghost of my ex-wife.
You know, that was probably my favorite joke in World of Warcraft. The female Tauren. Do you know how hard it is to get your groove on with the spirit of your grandmother watching over you? It's like, what?
Oh God.
It's a downside to living in the shamanistic society.
Yeah.
Voyeurism.
Mhm.
Unintentional voyeurism.
Now I'm just thinking the original Milan, and I'm like, yeah, you definitely.
Oh.
That's why you do everything in the house.
We're
With
actually
your
making pretty good
ancestors
time.
in there in the garden watching you. Oh,
Cool. All right, so stealth to sneak away to not attract the attention of the zombie hordes.
Oh, hey.
All right, 9 plus 4. So I'm at 13.
okay.
I'm at
19.
13.
I'm at 19.
Alright.
Oh.
I think partially because you two are so confident, like, we'll just kill them if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh yeah, we're going to stealth around and. But
I
Trek
could be
is
wrong,
like,
too.
what? No, you two, stop it! Stop it now! Going off of my own, fixing this. So, you like peep around every shadow. It's kind of like Kronk sneaking, but it's actually successful.
Oh, he's in the spotlight. Yeah. It took me. I love it.
And so you get a good. Trek gets a good survey of the farm, surrounding farmlands, You can. There's Let's see. Your repaired attack. There's a few wagons and stuff. Just little repairs and stuff. So crafting or an appropriate lore.
I don't like wagons. They
Apparently,
suck.
apparently I don't either. I got an 8.
That's about what I got.
I think they're zombie wagons.
So,
Is it something that we really need?
it's not too important. It's just fun to narrate the success and failures. So,
I'm just gonna roll at this point because why not?
sure, do it.
Because mine's a 0.
Sure.
We believe in you.
Is the cleric going to help?
So I got a 16 craft.
Nice.
All right, so you two are looking at this wagon, and Trek is like, "This wagon has too many bones. That's not right." And Demetrius is like, "It has not enough bones. What's this wood doing here?" And
Yeah.
neither of you are sure which to do, how best to fix this wagon. And Horace just walks up and is like, "You put the wheel on.
Oh, it's a wheel. Oh.
Fixed."
And walks away.
Oh, I thought that was the steering wheel.
We will tell nobody of this. The
And
two
then-
people that are trained can't figure it out, and the skeleton has no brains whatsoever, puts the wheel on and walks away.
That's a
Maybe
low
that's what it
blow.
was. We overthought it.
Yeah.
Something Horace has never done.
You cannot accuse me of overthinking now.
Listen, I'm pretty. I don't have to be smart. What's your excuse?
He's
I'm
terrified.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Often, yeah, that's valid.
The last thing to do is to corral the remaining zombies. You can use religion, perception, athletics, or acrobatics.
Or 40 foot of chain.
That's what 40 feet of chain will do for you.
Does it give a +1 to the roll?
Sure.
Yes. Results.
So that's a 21
That's
athletics.
a lot. 19 on the die. What was
That's
it
with
again?
the +1.
Religion, perception, athletics, or acrobatics.
Oh,
So
that's so close
23.
to a 20.
Nat 20 or 20?
Nat 20.
All right.
And now it's a 2.
Oh.
So, you guys go into one of the sheds. There's appropriate black cowboy hats in them. You guys suit up, mount on your zombie horses, and you just
No.
yaw them in.
Is there any color
You have
except
the
for black?
rawhide song going on, and the zombies moo themselves into the barn. You close it, and they're fine.
Perfect. We use truck as bait. That's
Oh.
what the 40 foot of chain was for.
Kink. Assholes.
Your spider is written on your back. Eat first.
It's just a stick it note. Eat me.
That's a rotten little spider.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Wakes up. See you in 24 hours.
So, unless you guys want to take some leisure time to trot around with your zombie horses, with your fun hats.
Piece of straw sticking out.
Otherwise, the only thing left is go report to Berlin about what happened.
Yeah, we'll formalize a report.
Yeah.
And make our way back to the Great Urge. Her house or her office? I don't remember where we're meeting her.
Her manor.
Her manor. Okay. So both. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
We will, since we have the cart, we will bring the body of her cousin as well,
Okay.
minus the
I'm
shins.
still trying to figure out where we found those horses. Whatever.
I made up the horses. That's where you found them.
There were some
existed-
zombie horses out in the fields, sure.
They existed for the music.
Huh.
And they give you a chance to run off into the sunset.
Right.
Well, run, since they're slowed, you know.
Visually, yeah.
I'll just take a dire wolf.
I don't think there's wolves in Geb.
There are a lot of living animals. The undead tend to keep them away.
I was just thinking Power World. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
The giant eagle.
Like, I'm probably imagining next is what Power World is set in, because that's totally what they would do. They would be like, okay, we have a fox. Can we turn it into a flamethrower? Yeah, we can.
What does the fox say?
That was habit. I'm not proud of it.
I remember that song came
So-
out.
I have never seen that song.
It's a great
What
song.
does the fox say?
Huh.
Yippee, yippee, yippee. So, heading back to Great Urge, Belinda's
Yep.
Manor. Let's take a break.
Alright, we're gonna take a break, folks. We'll be back.
Please return in 10 minutes.
Yeah, 2:02.
Alright, welcome back, everyone. We are continuing our Bloodlords campaign. Our intrepid people.
We can be adventurers.
I don't know if you've gotten that far yet.
Oh, no. Are we?
We are at best troubleshooters.
Oh, no. I was like,
Janitors.
are we private investigators?
Instigators is more like.
Yeah, private investigators. That, well, fuck
We
it.
had a guy start work, and his name is Spencer, and I go, well,
Spencer
Spencer,
Incorporated.
and I go, Spencer, are you for hire? And he looked at me funny, like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, haven't you ever heard of the show Spencer for Hire? And he goes, no. I'm like, oh yeah, you're young.
Does he
Old
not
age
have
hits
Netflix?
all of us.
Spencer Confidential is amazing. Spencer for Hire is wonderful.
Yeah, but he's 18 years old. And
Oh, no. When you said guy, I assumed
Yeah.
he was like 25, 35.
Well, even
Not-
the 25-year-old.
To us, 18 is he's a baby. He's younger than my kid. He's younger than your kids.
And I asked a kid that was 25. I says, have you ever heard of Spencer for Hire? He goes, no.
Oh, no.
I go, have you ever seen Star Trek DS9? He goes, no.
So what's DS9 mean?
And I'm like, because Hawk, the guy who played Hawk, is
Mhm.
the commander of the DS9.
It's Cisco.
Yeah.
I don't remember his real name, but he's really
Avery
cool.
Brooks.
Avery. I knew that. Yes.
And why I know that, I have no idea.
I used to know the names of all the captains, all of them, and then his was the only one that was harder for me to remember. I did know Avery Brooks, but yeah. Thank you. I got my hero point back. I'll spend that as soon as there's a roll I don't want to fail because she'll be embarrassed if she does.
So, during your report, Bernine grants Horace a hero point for heroically realizing that wagons need wheels. And one for
Bringing her cousin's
Demetrius
body back.
for bringing her relative's body back. You mentioned the symbol of the hand, and Berlin had no idea what that is about.
Oh, there's only 4 of them. I was like, I'm trying to count numbers. And I was like, there's only 4 on. Like, Jeremiah's not here. That's right. Is the pizza playing? Pizza the Hut. That's got to be a versatile heritage, right?
Look, it's not
Probably
Pizza the Hut. It's his father, John, okay?
Father John the Hut. Is it?
John Hut.
He's a cleric of fromage.
Oh, wow.
He follows Jesus.
Don't talk about Trek's deity, though.
Oh my god. By the way, Jules says hi to everybody. She's watching our stream.
Hi, Jules.
She loves the skeleton.
I love him too. I think it's hysterical that he has a ghoul hitting on him. That's like the funniest thing. It's like, she's hitting on him. He understands this. There's just nothing
Horace,
he can do.
look at your competition. There's none. There's a 4-foot dwarf with a quado hanging off the side of his head like Basil Box, whatever the president in Hitchhiker is, and a rat
Is that
that's
Fod
afraid of his
Beeblebox?
own frickin' shadow. I don't know what you looked like in life, but your skeleton does it for me.
Don't
He's
worry,
such
everyone.
an entertaining anime.
Yeah. No, and I'm very much the elf, and you're very much the skeleton in the skeleton knight in another world trope.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're.
Oh, I did not enjoy that anime.
Really?
He's too
Wait,
overpowered.
well, there's 2. Oh, okay. Well, yes. But he's a player character. It's basically
I
Ain's
know.
Gold, but he's weakened respectively. But you're right. No, he fucking teleports and does all sorts. Yeah.
He's so
Even the elf is like,
stupid.
what?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of overpowered, I just finished Fearin' season 1. I'm like, oh my god. Started season 2 with Fern, and I'm like, there's
What?
no way they're gonna make the purple-haired girl. There's no
No,
way.
I know Fern.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, season 2?
Well,
when
part
did
two.
season 1 end?
1 part 2, but yeah, because Fern is doing the school now.
Huh. I thought I was as caught up as I could be on that.
You're not? Oh no! Oh, you're in for a treat, my brother.
Because, I mean, yeah, it just got to the one where they're doing the 3rd test for the first class mage. And,
Yeah, that's it. That's yeah.
And whatever the other elf's name
There's
is like,
the other elf.
you failed,
basically,
leave.
Fearin'
You
tells
failed,
her.
you leave.
Yeah, Fearin' tells.
She tells
the other
Fern-
elf that Fern could surpass them both.
Mm,
And then that was that last episode I watched.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
And then
it's literally, she's about to tell Fern, you fail, leave.
Right.
And she stops and is like, what do you see?
Yeah.
And Fern's response is, it's wavering. And she's like,
Yeah.
you deserve it.
Instability.
Yep.
All right, fuck. Fair. I also
God
watched
damn it.
the first Red Dragon episode of
Yeah, and
Dungeon.
I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
You did that?
Ah! I gotta wait a week. Shit.
Yeah.
Like Friday can't come soon enough.
Yeah, no. I'll be watching Shangri-La Frontier today. The English dub.
Nice.
I didn't get into it well enough, like, Fern to go, like, I'll watch the Japanese.
Oh,
Fern was absolutely
Shangri-La Frontier.
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La
Frontier.
I'll have to look that.
It's the new dot hack.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually it's enjoyable. Because the main character is basically, he does trash games. So he plays all the trash games that he can find. So they're glitchy, they're buggy, they're all kinds of stupid bad
that's
games.
right. I saw a preview for that. And he's a master
And-
at manipulating, like learning the bugs and how
Yeah,
to.
and how to manipulate them and work with them. And and then he's like, all right, I'll try out this AAA title. And it's suddenly like, he's like, I can move. I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
And
Because
it's
he's so
just
used to glitches. That
stupid.
he's like,
How powerful he is.
yeah.
Yeah, I just watched Dune 2.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
Trying. Maybe this coming Saturday.
I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, I want to see it.
It
in
is
theaters.
boring. If you don't like slow burn movies, you will not enjoy it. But if you are a fan of Frank Herbert, it is so good. Minus the Chiani bullshit, but I totally understand where Denise was going with that. So.
All right.
Well,
Well,
as long as you guys got the popcorn bucket, that's all you need.
I definitely didn't. My wife wouldn't let me get the popcorn. You've seen the memes? So it's a giant popcorn bucket, and it has like the sandworm's mouth, but it's like silicone latex. Yeah, and I'm like, no, but it's also like $50. It's like I didn't spend the 50 for the D&D bucket. The D20 bucket, so I'm not going to spend it for a fucking sandworm bucket.
I mean, Fred's looking for a 4th ex-wife. Might as well be another bucket.
Salute, Hadud! Think about Jessica while you're doing it.
Bad thing is, no.
No, you can't. Yeah, it doesn't work for you, does it? Can't call her Lady Jessica. You're like, no. Yes, I had a conversation. I was like, I can never date a girl named Bonnie or... I mean, married, so I can never date a girl, period. But Bonnie, Alicia, any of my family members, like I just could imagine. That's my wife. I love my wife. I'm gonna pick on her. Her brother's name is Stephen James, last name. Her first husband's name was Stephen James, last name. And I was like, how did that work? And she goes, I never said his name during sex. I was like, that's valid. But that's probably why they were divorced. But I was like, I couldn't. Can you imagine screaming your brother's first and middle name? Like, no, I'm good. I'm so good. Like, let's not.
Well, that's what the banjo is for. It drowns out those thoughts.
Oh my god.
we are vile people. We are going to hell.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
So did I.
So that's the
Twice.
next day. when it's second edition Hell's Vengeance. We'll go straight to hell.
Like,
You know, I'm actually really curious to see what Justin is going to do for our homebrew. Because he was talking about I'm going to set it into the war. And I'm like, I've only set one war in that world so far. That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I need to go back over. I know that we talked about the dwarves being the most recent. Remind me about the lore. Is that they all come from the labyrinth and then they propagate the world, and the dwarves were the last to leave the labyrinth.
The
So
dwarves, as far as I've written, and you can change this, is that they're still in the underground fighting against the expansion of the labyrinth.
Okay.
So they're not common above ground.
Right. That's what it was. Yeah.
No.
But I came up with a really cool city for them.
Yeah, write it down.
It's already
I
written
shared
down.
all of the information for my homebrew world
Yeah, I know.
cities. Thaxanos is basically ministerial, just inverted. Go nuts.
I mean, it's more likely we'll just steal the names and not worry about the descriptions.
The names are the one thing you can't steal, because those are attributed to my homebrew world, which is also tied to a mud that's 25 years old. So like your names, you can do whatever, but like Thaxanos, Shalinesti, you can't steal those names. One, I think some of them are Dragonlance inspired, and then the other ones are copyright for Dark and Shattered Lands multi-user.
I mean, a lot of it is you can take the name, you just can't take the city it's based off of. That's how a copyright works. You can't take the name and then base a city off of this, and base the same city off of it. Because you can't take a name. I can't copyright my name.
Right.
So that's the thing. A name can't be copyrighted so long as it's not the same exact spot.
No. So I understand what you're saying, but you're wrong. The names specifically are intellectual property for Tony Allen, who's the creator of the mud that I got the names from. The descriptions you can do whatever you want with, because they're not based on any real thing. So you're inverted in your intellectual property understanding.
And that could be true.
The names aren't mine. The names I stole from somebody else, but the descriptions and what the cities represent are completely mine. That's why I was like uploading all the stuff about the information. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why a lot of the. So you just have to change the spelling or
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
yeah, and the names are again, like you said, the names are something we could easily just switch up. So I don't have an issue with that.
Mhm.
But I have maps for all of I think I have 13 or 14 cities that I have maps because I've designed maps
We
over
definitely
the last 10
can-
years. So yeah.
There's so many mapping programs out
Yeah.
there. So many. We need to get back to this.
We're in Great Urge.
Yeah.
So, Berlin is greatly saddened by the news of Braddock's death. He was skilled and loyal, something that's rare to find in Great Urge.
Probably in Geb to begin with.
Yeah.
That too. With as far as the symbol of these assailants had on them, she's gonna investigate on her own. But she's like, well, you might as well have your reward. So Eric presents to her a key on the pillow.
Oh, yeah. I
And
remember.
tells you guys, you'll need to go examine your new manor. There are rumors going around that strange creatures have taken up residence in it. I'm happy to inform you that those rumors are true. No one ever said Berlin how Dolly would be boring to work with. If they did, they lied.
So
Yeah.
where is the manor located in relation to the Great Urge?
It's outside
Let's
the walls, I
see.
remember she said.
Yeah, well, there's some areas are safer than others. There's an old city just outside of the walls that was destroyed.
Yeah, there's. Reading through that, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I just don't want our manor to be there.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's where it's at.
So far as I know, that's still just a husk.
Yeah,
A
well,
burned out
the construction guild is planning on fixing it up, so we don't. Certain there's a review within the AP, but right now you're correct. It's just
Yeah,
it was
there
destroyed.
might be.
Nobody's we leave it alone, but we have plans because they burnt it down. It was like
Yeah.
I actually don't know where the manor
Oh,
is.
all right. So it's in
I can't.
whatever
find-
location makes sense for us within the city.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. We can look at.
Yeah, I
maps.
thought she said it's outside the walls, but nothing beyond that.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of outside the walls.
I know.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
The manor is about a mile south of Great Urge.
South. I like that.
Okay, so that's the opposite of the oven.
Yep.
Um,
Even better.
The key is made of iron, and the bow is a tiny skeletal hand clutching a red glass marble.
Oh.
It's a skeleton key.
And then she knows the previous owner was named Kalak the Collector. But she doesn't know who he is, whether they were important, or what they collected. The
Sounds
deed,
like he collected random creatures that are now living there.
And if she doesn't know that much about him, he wasn't that important.
Yeah.
the deed passed to her because some inheritance that no one ever claimed. The city decided the matter could be most easily resolved by handling the property to a nearest bloodlord. Happens all the time.
Ah, yeah. Makes sense. What
Um,
do they call it? Equitable division of property?
if you guys want, you can take a rest at her manor before you go leave.
Yes,
Before you
please.
go.
Probably a good idea.
And she also showers you with some gifts.
Woo!
Um,
She gave us a shower as a gift? I didn't even know I was pregnant.
well,
Can I get
it's
pregnant?
more of a bath. So you guys get a walking cauldron.
Cool. That's going to be useful.
It
later.
walks around on iron stands, carved to resemble skeletal hands. And
Ooh, what does that mean if the witch takes the cauldron feat?
um,
Is it just a cauldron that travels with her? Him, sorry.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Cool. And maybe like a alchemical bonus. That's neat.
So, it can hold up to 2 bulk of ingredients for potions or other liquids.
Nice.
If it's overloaded more than that, if you put more than 2 bulk of liquid in it, it just sits there and refuses to move.
I'm fat, leave me alone.
Pretty much.
I'm bloated. Rock and roll.
And then she's delighted with your success with the farm and offers anyone a pet if they choose. So you can have a little.
Pet?
Yeah. So
It's just like we get a free pet feat.
So yeah, if you want, you can take the free feat of the free feat pet to get a little crawling hand familiar, and it also opens up if you want to take any of the undead companions.
Living
She's
hand
willing
familiar.
to part with any of hers, so this is how you get access to them.
That's terrible. Like, can I have 2? It's just support system.
I understand, of course.
She's a woman. She gets it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm also just 6. Like, wow, huge tracts of land. No wonder you're the bloodlord.
Our game is so adult.
Yes, adult.
Well, I figured there's some allowance. I mean, we're dealing with like blood and viscera and all sorts of crazy stuff, and we're tapping into like slavery proxies and stuff. So I don't feel so bad about being kind of Wednesday Adam-ish in
Yeah.
tone and a little adultish in personality. So, not the first time I'm gonna make a bone joke to the skeleton.
No.
No.
Well-
I did say during episode 1 that's why I didn't ask Brian if like Julia could play, because I was like, there's gonna be themes that sure she's mature enough, but not really.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure Fred should be here. So.
Probably not.
Even though he's 28 years above 50, he's still mentally 13. No, he's regressed after his army service.
I was just like,
I had to regress during my army service.
Right?
I felt bad that I spent like a lot of money for these posters just because I didn't want to draw. And I was like, they're going to use them again. And my mom was like, well, you know, your brother and your brothers and nephews, they could play. And I'm like,
No.
no. Bloodlords is not the campaign for them. At least I hope not. I don't want to learn those things about my family.
Your mom's like, I'll GM for him. Mom, can you GM for us? How cool is that?
Did you say we might be getting in one more person that's willing to play 2nd edition
For the
I
Sunday.
didn't.
for the summer?
No, I think it was somebody asked,
Jeremiah.
somebody
someone
contacted
asked-
Jeremiah.
It was through the Wasatch Front Pathfinder Society.
Yeah,
group. They were
if
asking
you
about
go to
Logan.
the next episode that we're playing, they've already applied for a level 1 character, and I can't remember their name.
Yeah, I don't know their name.
Right.
But
Something
basically, it was
Wilcox or something like that,
it was a person that said
Yeah.
they'll be here every other week.
Okay.
because they have family,
They
kids and stuff.
have kids that they get every other week. So
So,
we
that's
do
fine.
have one other.
but it'll instead of every other week, once, because that'll conflict with this one, I think. I don't know. Well, I guess
Yeah,
we're doing
sometimes
also days
it'll-
now. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we're
We'll
going
figure it
back to. We're figuring it out.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. You guys wait for the rat to sleep. So, Most of us get our 4 hours of the term they use is quiescence. And we're like ready to go. We just stare at the sleeping rat. Should we
I'd
make
probably
it
stare
move?
at the spider.
Well, the spider just all of a sudden appears because I got mad at it and went. Yeah, I said, "Pop! There it is."
It's like
That's
a little.
probably
that's
why
how
I'm
we
staring
know,
at it.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's how we know
oh.
when 24 hours has traversed every time the spider
So-
pops back. Like, oh, it's been a day. Hey.
How we know that it's been 8 hours and you're fully rested is the spider brings out a tiny gong right next to you and bangs it really quick.
Smack!
Pretty soon you're going to have to take the familiar resistance to bludgeoning.
Well, it might just move fast enough. It does have the patron.
Yeah, the
Takes-
phase.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it probably moves quick enough. Because otherwise, he'd never have a familiar, and as such, he'd never have spells.
No, he just can't change your spells. It doesn't stop you from casting the spells you already
Okay.
have prepared.
Yeah, it's different then.
So, you two do, I assume, your morning ritual of like the cat yarn game. where
Cat's
you-
Cradle.
Cat's Cradle. That's the name of it. However you decide to do it, but that's how I imagine you and your spider. The last
they-
hour
They
you
play
get along.
patty cake, but it's 8 arms and hands and feet.
There's
Jesus.
that too.
It's a combination of the both. It was,
Yeah.
when we start off doing the cat's crater because it's somewhat calm, and then the spider gets bored, and then we start doing the "Don't touch me."
Then you break out the DDR pad and start dancing. Spider always wins. Always cheats.
Because it has 8 legs.
Mm-hmm. Can't compete against that. Just calm down.
I
80-year-old man pleads guilty to genetically engineering giant hybrid sheep in audacious scheme. Department of Justice notes.
I've saw that one.
what?
I don't know. That's amazing.
Is this the Onion or the Battle on B?
Nope, it is ABC News. It's valid.
Well,
It's not even fake news.
Well,
anyway. Hey, I think we have a map.
Let's see.
Ooh. Well, we're changing that name immediately. That's another. Why? K's and Q's where they don't belong. Is it a.
I just do it. Just K. But the H is silent. So Calic. That's how I
Calic
say it.
Manor.
Calic.
Yeah.
I like that. So, like, Q's could be C's.
Hmm.
Calic.
well, I knew a guy that
I don't hate that. Calic Manor.
wanted to spell cat QAT, and I'm like, no, that doesn't spell cat. That spells quat.
No,
You're full of
QUAT would be quat.
The manor is a single-story building of red stone studded with jutting bones. Bone spirals wind up the corners of the building and form a sort of dome that rises about 15 feet above the roof. At the dome's apex, the bones support a massive misshapen chunk of red glass. Rivulets of this glass wind through the bones and cracks into brick. like a massive heart spilling blood over the edifice. The glass hardened long ago, but emits an eerie blood-red glow when any light shines on it, including daylight or moonlight. The light is a result of careful glasswork and architectural engineering. It's a mundane effect rather than a magical one.
Oh, this one's
It's
real
so
sized.
cool. Yeah.
The
like
deed
it.
specifies property is total of 1 acre, but the low wrought iron fence surrounding the yard is rusted and dilapidated. Serves as a clear demarcation of the land, but makes a poor barrier, and the gate that should open onto the path leading to the front entrance is missing. Overgrown vines and weeds clutter the yard and the path. The manor has no windows. Numerous torch sconces and oil lanterns are empty. The courtyard and adjoining rooms are bathed in blood-red light during the day and silvery red light when the moon is out. The glass has a filtering effect that is beneficial for vampires and other light-averse creatures. Light passing through the glass is artificial light, not natural daylight, moonlight, starlight, or other natural light. The bones studding the walls form intricate patterns that, though beautiful, do not have a specific religious or cultural significance. Ceilings are 12 feet high throughout both levels of the manor, except where otherwise noted. The building's doors are made of polished wood set in frames of bone. Where passages lack doors, they instead have archways made of intertwined bones.
I take it this place was kind of bony.
Everywhere in
Geb
Greychurch
is.
is bony.
Yeah.
The walls are bones.
That's pretty much all.
Should we bring some oil to oil the hinges?
Definitely.
Well, there's a lot of work we have to do.
I mean, the gate's missing.
Yeah. The gate's missing. The fence is rusted. There's work.
Yeah.
Let's get inside and see what else we have to do.
Plus, with all the bones, you might need milk instead of oil for the hinges.
That was bad.
We'll leave that to Bone Daddy over there. If anything needs ossified, it's well, you know. How do you read? Nope. Need a milky substance. Oh, I can put these away now. Where's the other 4? Oh, they're here as well. Okay.
The area outside the entrance is a overgrown graveyard. A few tombstones stand at the far end of an artificial pond on the south side of the building. Insects buzz around the algae, weeds, and tall grass. The tombstones are leaning, one has toppled over, and each has a small mound of dirt nearby. It seems too small for a buried corpse. Investigating the tombstones don't indicate anyone that's buried there or who.
I guess we're going to exhume those at some point.
And
And just speak for dead and find out who they are, or we just raise them as work hands.
I am totally against raising anyone.
As a personal thing, not as like a societal thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Personal
So
thing.
you not being responsible for it makes, yeah, that legal is fine. Okay.
I mean, in all honesty, I'd rather not see people forcibly raised.
Well, there's a difference between creatures with their soul intact being raised, and creatures who no longer have access to their souls and are just body fodder. I'm so annoyed. I have all these spots for feats, and I don't have a single spot for a free feat.
You usually don't.
I'll put it on the back for the dedication area.
Mm.
Because I think I have an extra spot. Because there's only 10 dedication feats, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 technically, because Ghoul is its own level 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't gain another one at 2. I gain just Ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So free feat here. Pet. Real quick before we head in, what does the state of the roof? I wasn't really paying attention when you were explaining.
It's okay. Yeah. The roof seems fine. Everything seems intact.
Okay. And other than
building
bone,
is
so it's
intact.
bone and stone as the mortar
And
for
glass.
the primary, and then there's no windows,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a.
I mean, there is kind of a window. Well, we don't know if it actually goes inside.
It's,
But we've got this weird red dome thing.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
a bit confusing because at one point in the description it says there's no windows, but then talks about that there's glasswork that lets light in.
Yeah, like a
But-
skylight, but a skylight wouldn't be a window. It is technically,
Yeah,
but it's
so-
not.
I'm like, I don't know if they forgot that if they were like, we gotta let vampires in here, so maybe no windows. And then they were like,
But we need light.
uh, but if we use our special red glass to filter it, they can just live in it normally.
Oh, that's it. It's
So
a
I'm
it's a
not
special
sure.
UV glass that it doesn't let UV light through, so technically it doesn't.
So I don't know if I didn't fully understand their description, or if they forgot whether or not it had windows or not.
Okay.
But
They
it does
probably
say-
just contradicted themselves.
Probably. Is it?
They do that.
Would
a
it be
lot.
meta if I googled Kellogg Manor after today?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay.
Horace looking around the graveyard area and around the pool. It looks like there's signs of habitation. You see some mud, some footprints in the mud. Not mud in the footprints. Footprints in the mud.
Yeah, I'm like, you were right the first time. Footprints in the mud. Okay. Mud in the... No. What?
That's what I had in my head the first time. I was like,
Valid.
so.
Are they like?
Can I test how deep the pond is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to check and see how deep the pond is. Probably with my sword.
Okay. Looks about 2 feet deep, pun
Okay.
intended. But, it seems very decorative.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you ask, Fred?
Now I don't remember what I was going to ask. Never mind.
Okay. Let me...
Had something to do with over there by the pool. You said there was graves, but all the names are like worn off the gravestones, right?
There were no names.
Yeah, there are no names as far as you can
Does
tell.
it look like there never was names or just worn off?
It looks like there never was names.
Were the footprints near the pond, were they more like, do they have like shoe wear, or is it more like you can see toes?
There's toes.
Can I
So they're barefoot.
Mhm.
can I do something to identify the type of tracks?
Sure.
Like the difference of the gaits. Like a shambling zombie walks
Well, if
pigeon-toed
it can figure out if it's lizard, human,
Sure.
Um,
Is that survival?
it'd be,
Or
I think, nature or religion.
5, religion's 5. 50-50. Same thing. We'll go with a little religion because I've used nature already.
Okay.
And that's a 2.
All right.
So that would be a total of a 7. I think they're vampires.
No, well, critical failure. So, there's just a ton of things that have feet that this could be. You're not sure which one. No. You can.
Giant spiders. That's what they are. They're giant spiders.
But I only see 2 feet.
Doesn't matter.
They're feet. Yeah. It doesn't.
Hiss says, tombstone troll.
I'm sorry. Was that Osiriani? What'd you say?
It's a tombstone
Oh,
troll.
tombstone. You just said a lot of syllables. My
I
brain
know,
went,
I
what?
I went into my
Tombstone
snaky
troll.
accent. My snake zombie accent.
What does that mean?
So they're like regular trolls, but they're also hurt by positive energy.
Oh, yeah. Which is something that none of us do, right? Right?
Mhm, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what's positive energy?
Yeah.
That's when you think positively. You definitely do.
Yeah, I definitely don't do that.
But his is like, they're very skittish and suspicious. So, but thinks that if we leave gifts for it, it may just leave us alone.
Oh, like, what type of gifts?
Same thing most ghouls like.
Oh. Oh, it's a ghoul.
It's not a ghoul, but it likes the same things.
Oh, even better.
So a little bit of track will go a long way to making peace.
Okay. So, every time I find something delicious and new, I can share
Track,
with it.
You're not using all of your tail, right?
My tail is just fine. Thank you.
It could be shorter.
No, I don't think so.
It'll grow back, right?
No. And people wonder why I don't like undead.
Well, the quick are useful when they're useful.
You're never useful, so it's okay.
Fine.
You're sleeping in the basement with the spiders.
He
That's
does
fine.
that anyway.
I do that anyways. With the door locked.
Let me. Yeah, definitely.
Sleeping in the basement with the oozes. That's what you do.
The uses are friendlier than the undead.
Well,
Especially
their oozes are very friendly, very huggy beings.
Yeah. Special kind of hug. Only hurts a little. Whereas when a quick hugs you, it hurts a lot. Breaks your heart.
you have a heart.
If you have a heart.
You have a heart.
I have a heart, yes.
That was.
Listen, just because I'm wearing a wig, because ghouls are hairless, doesn't mean that I don't. Otherwise, I don't look undead very much. I think ghouls. So unless I have the feet that gives me the weird tongue, I don't have the break. I just have claws and a long tongue and the teeth, and then I'm hairless, but I have a wig because I'm a girl. So I stink though, because right, ghouls smell bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I wear a lot of perfume.
I was laughing because one of the NPCs is a ghoul that has a wig that's styled like a brain. I was like, this was
That's
funny.
interesting. I like that.
But that seems, you guys look around outside and You don't see anything else, any other ways in. So, and it all looks pretty secure and quiet. So far, the only intruder you know about is the troll.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems content to live in its pond for now. As long as you bring some gifts.
Yeah.
So, going inside to B3.
Yep.
The small foyer is lined with low benches. A cracked mirror hangs on the wall opposite the door, and the 5-foot wide bone archway leads north.
These are nobody you know, right? It's just a lot of bones.
It's bones.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to know that if we can't fix our house, we can at least use our house to fix you.
So far, it doesn't seem like it's damaged.
Well, damaged in your perspective and damaged in my perspective. It needs a bit of tidying.
Not gonna disagree. Tidying is not broken, though.
True.
All right, moving north.
So, into B4 and whatever that is to the
East.
yeah. Is it?
Uh,
Oh, yeah. No. What's to the west? There's a thing.
There's something to the west. Yeah.
So, you go in B4.
Yep.
And, Horace, you just know. You don't know why. You know, this is the coat room. And,
Ooh, is that like a closet?
it's an armoire that looks like a massive ribcage.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't hate that.
And Horace, you're looking at, and this seems familiar somehow. You don't know why.
Uncle Dave?
It's you don't know the bones, but you feel like you've used this a lot, even though you're certain you've never seen it before.
Huh.
Do the rib cage opens up like doors?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's amazing.
And there's some moldy and rotten coats in there still.
Are they
hanging up?
fur?
They don't say. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna say one of them's fur, or was fur.
Yeah, valid.
Going into B5, cushioned benches line the southern and eastern walls of this room, forming a comfortable, if dusty, seating nook. Picture frames line the walls above the benches, though dust obscures their contents.
So there's pictures, but there's a layer of dust so thick you can't tell what they are?
Yeah. So,
My God, how long has this thing been in disuse?
yeah, it's hard to say, but it appears to be a long, long time.
I guess. Wow.
Um,
Also, 75% of dust is skin cells.
mhm.
That's not common in an undead area.
Well, they're floating everywhere.
Oh, no.
I mean, you still have skin. Well, most of us still
Yeah,
have
that's why
skin.
we make Trek
Sorry,
dust,
Horace.
because he's 90% of all of the dust cause.
I
Well,
mean,
you have skin too, so
That's true. I don't know if my skin flakes anymore, though.
as far
You
as
have
you know,
dandruff.
all the dust in here is Horace's. All of his body.
Oh,
ran
yeah, I
away.
guess, yeah, destroyed, like, bones would, yeah,
Yeah.
damn it. I hate when I get caught out on technicality.
If you wipe the dust away, you can do an art lore or a perception check.
Alright, let's do... Well, both are +5. Does it matter? Is the DC different based on lore versus perception?
The lore's always easier.
Alright, let's do that then. Alright, so 9 + 5 is a 14.
So
15 perception.
okay. So you two look and Each sketch includes a single well-hidden unnatural element, such as a tree with skeletal roots, a shrub shaped like a demon's face, or a dark cloud blowing in the opposite direction of the other clouds, or a rabbit with a backward head. And putting it together, you're guessing that Calic was an artist, and this was his, instead of writing his name, this was his signature. He had put something out of place. And you see there are a lot of landscapes.
Okay. So it's Calac Ross.
Yeah, basically.
Are the
Happy
landscapes
little
of Geb or surrounding area, or are they like far, like Arcadia or something?
Like these appear to be the surrounding area, but
Are these pictures made to replace windows?
no, you think this is what you. This is one of his main collections. It's just his art.
Cool. I like art. Art's fun.
Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong map. Yeah, have the other one. Have this map, so I can reference where you guys are. B6 is a wash closet. Nothing too interesting there. And and B7 is a collection of 4 bedrooms. In the middle of the hallway in B8, stone benches and desiccated potted plants surround a shallow, dried-up pool at the center of this room. Arches of twisted bones follow the curve of the high ceiling to a large chunk of red glass embedded in the apex of the dome high above. There is an empty pool in the middle, about 1 foot deep. Let's see.
And are those benches surrounding that pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm just going through it, trying to go what's natural for you to look at, and also if there's anything of interest in here.
What? My investigate for the little barrels. I couldn't tell what they were.
They're potted plants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they're destroyed and moldy and whatever.
The plants are dead. The pots are mostly fine.
Okay.
So you just need to rip them out and put new plants.
Okay.
Or different dead ones.
Go back to that farm and get the fertilizer, and we'll do rice. No.
Some undead plants.
Yeah, like Venus flytraps. Undead Venus flytraps.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 of us, and we have 4 hands, so those are the hands' beds.
That'll work. Let's see. Looking into. You hear some commotion coming from the dining room. You can see the large tables still sturdily there. So there's you and
Oh. Jules is at Merlin Olsen Park, and she built this for us.
Oh,
She's like, I made pentagram out of sticks for you guys. I'm like, maybe don't leave that at Merlin Olsen Park in Utah. Oh, no. So for the pet feat, you can't take a specific familiar?
no, that's just a
Okay.
general one, but in this case,
Yeah, well, this was built before the remaster, so they were like, here's a familiar. Oh, what? Excuse me.
but so looking in on that room, you see the
Is there a giant pizza in B11?
sort of. There is.
Oh, that's a thing. Oh, I thought it just made its way there. That's an actual, like, oh no.
Creature.
All right, so,
So there is a large number of rats over there.
Is that a rat swarm? The huge thing?
Wow.
Yeah,
All right, well, that's all.
I have a rat swarm in there too.
but it's funner to use the garlic dip.
I also have the ooze.
It's a little bit big, I think.
Yeah.
Because they're just large size.
But I like the garlic. It's a bunch of Italian rats, like.
And they are chomping at,
Something.
as you can see, on the table there is a crawling hand just throwing stuff at them because they're trying to eat them.
Oh, okay.
And
Is that one of ours?
you like in between throwing stuff, it's singing. Get back, you dogs.
Ooh, it's in what language?
It'll
Osiriani, Necrol?
be Osiriani.
Okay, I understand it.
All right. Let's get initiatives going.
All right. $16, and did I succeed in my investigate towards the wow. Shawarma is not the word I meant to say. Swarm.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Trek.
Oof.
At least it's initiative.
10?
8.
8. Oh, you're using perception. Oh, you weren't avoiding notice in our own home, huh?
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, you could have been. There's nothing wrong with it.
No,
We did expect things.
Yeah,
We
we
did,
were told
but
to expect things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna meddle. You do what you want to do.
No, we've looked around quite a bit of places. I don't think I'm trying to sneak.
Okay. Perfectly valid and understandable.
Now, if we were in a dungeon, I probably would be, but I'm like,
Yeah.
don't think there's anything around. Oh, there is something there.
Yeah, the cool thing about Trap Spotter is you don't have to spend your exploration looking for them.
Yeah.
Because you get it as long as you're within 10 feet.
I always feel like that's the job of a thief. You should be.
It is. And I specifically, because we're both rogues, I went a completely different avenue. I'm the lore person. Like, I can tell you about the things that we uncover, but, like, locking picks, like, that's all you. Also, you're dex-based, I'm strength-based, so it's like, I'll wrestle them, and then you do your...
Well, to me, Drat Spotter is just, there's one there. Because I had a rogue in first edition that couldn't find traps to save his life.
That was a Trap Spotter was not a background. What were they called in first edition? A trait.
Yeah.
That was one of the traits you could take as a scout. It's like, here's just a thing. You could do a roguish thing, not as well as a rogue, but because you couldn't do it to magical traps, but still, it was nice, niche.
Horse.
14?
He's like, math ain't mathin'.
I'm like, no, it's more. I don't remember what I actually rolled.
Not valid.
It wasn't particularly good.
But it was higher than a 1.
It was higher than a 1.
That's valid.
It was definitely in the mid-range. Hi.
Did you write me down?
Yeah.
I didn't remember if I said it.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
You read your mind.
What?
He read
Yes.
your mind.
You must have. What did you write down, just out of curiosity?
16.
Wow, yeah. Jesus, I forgot a whole conversation we had.
God, speed. These are speedy. These are very hungry rats, apparently.
Isn't this cannibalism, them eating the rat folk?
Well, the funny thing is I didn't see the rat folk.
To be fair, rats are naturally cannibalistic.
I know.
No, shyster.
There for one. I get to play these normally because they're actually not slowed. And then
Put mousetraps on the list of things to buy.
There's one really big one outside of your bedroom. That's a joke. It's your bed. Just get it fashioned. It doesn't actually work. You just get it fashioned to look like
Oh,
one.
no, it works.
You're like, not today, Jesus, not today.
No, it brings the sheets up.
Oh, nice. I was thinking it's like a guillotine where if today's the day I decide to do it.
No, it just it has a little thing.
Yeah.
On it. It just brings up the sheets.
Right. Demetrius, give me a reflex save.
Okay. +6. That is 19.
Okay. So you take 2 piercing,
Ouch. Oh.
and then give me 1 more.
Are they biting me?
Yeah.
Oh, jerks. And
Okay.
another reflex?
Yeah.
Do they become
16.
paralyzed because they're touching a ghoul?
No, I have to take a feat to do that.
Oh.
So you
I
take-
am taking the feat to do it. I think it's 4 or 6, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Or 8. 8, I think it is. Clawing, paralyzing claw.
So you take 3 damage. and
3
give
more?
me- Yep.
Dang. Oh, dang. It took 2 actions to do that shit to me?
Yeah.
All right,
I would
so
have moved on, but they wouldn't been able to attack someone else.
that's
and-
fine. So they did 5 total between the 2
Mm-hmm.
successes? All right.
And then give me a fortitude save.
What effect is this?
It's a disease.
Okay, so I get a +2.
Plus 1.
All right. Fortitude, you said? So I'm at 8.
Mm-hmm.
18 plus 8, 26.
Alright, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Alright. And now it's Demetrius.
I don't like your 10th cousins.
Let's see. So, yeah, these are a rat swarm. Probably. Well, the most interesting thing about them is the thing you know. They bite and can disease you.
Yeah. Do I know if swarms can be off-guarded?
Do I know that? That's the question.
Valid.
Let me go.
There's not off guard in the new remaster. There's not a lot that can't be. There's like traits and stuff like rogues and barbarians.
Yeah.
You're not considered off guard for effects of this and that.
Yeah.
Swarms are sometimes weird in that they can't be flanked, like in first edition. But it's, I don't know, second edition swarm rules. So. They may also be immune to precision.
They are immune. This is a good thing for your recall knowledge that you got. So they're immune to grappled, prone, and restrained.
Okay.
So they
movement
can
things.
be flanked and off-guarded.
Okay. So they can't be repositioned or anything like that, but they can basically be surrounded. Okay. And you said it was my turn now?
Yeah.
All right. Do I take any penalties for attacking while I'm within the swarm?
No.
All right. Good to know. Let's exploit vulnerability.
Okay.
Not bad. 18, so CR 3 or less.
All right. That is a success.
Beautiful. Great. Highest weakness, if any.
Area damage or splash damage. It's both 3.
Perfect. So I will. So antithesis or mortal weakness both do the exact same thing, and that just adds the 3 on top of my total damage is not multiplied or anything. So yeah. So let's do personal antithesis.
Okay.
I am area damage to you. And then you know what? For the first time, I'm gonna try to bite him because I have yet to. Everything was so used for slashing. Now I can actually pierce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. They don't have any like piercing defense, right?
Do you get resistances with your I couldn't remember.
Oh no, I need to get a critical success to get all of it.
Alright, and you got an 18.
Yeah, it's not a.
Alright,
It would have to
that's not a
be.
crit.
I have to get a 24 to get a critical success. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
10. Yeah. Because the base DC 0 is 14. So. So no.
Well,
So
then a 25 for these guys. Yeah.
Oh, because
So-
they're a 1. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that. So I just got their height. So yeah. So. I mean, whatever.
You can eat
I'll
your
learn real
rat.
quick.
Mm-hmm. See how many you can fit in your mouth.
Yeah.
Chubby wobby.
These are living creatures, right? I mean, I know that they're a swarm, so they're all count as one creature.
Yep.
But like, I could kill a bunch and then give them to the troll. I was like, ogre? No, that's not right.
Yeah.
13, so 20 off guard.
That's a hit.
All right. And for meta, do I need to know about precision, immunity, or piercing?
They're immune to precision.
Okay, so it doesn't take any sneak attack,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll give all the rest of the physical, which will be piercing.
Okay.
All right, so 3 plus 4 is 7, empowerment 9 total.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good chunk of dead rats. No.
Did it look? Oh, I'm sorry, and then another 3 for antithesis.
Yeah.
So 12 total. And then, did it look effective?
It looked like biting them was harder to do.
Because they're always
But-
moving and shit. All right.
Yeah.
Then I will voice. Yeah, not that it's an issue for you, but piercing less viable as an option. And then I will stride away. 15, 20, 25. No, where's the skeleton? He's over here. I'm gonna get behind my buddy. Protect me, Bone Daddy. Protect me. And that's my 3.
Okay. So it's his turn, and also excited to use something against living stuff.
Yeah. I just realized, I'm like, wait a minute. Hiss is a cleric of Urgathoa. Oh, that's effective.
Yeah.
So,
Biting sucks. AoE's good. Biting AoE, I don't know.
think of what it might look like. But, I think it would be shadowy versions of the rats erupt and attack them, but it's his void warp.
I like it.
Cantrip. Oh, gold. Right in the middle. That's okay. How did they do? That's just a failure, so they're gonna take another. We're just having these rats' hit points over and over. For my one action, I actually don't have a good one action thing that right now that will work on rats.
Do you have shield?
Yeah, we'll put up shield, but won't help because
It's a swarm.
yeah, they just do the
They
reflex
just do
save.
damage.
Wasn't there? I thought there was a shield. I don't remember. Oh no, it might be guidance part of the witch thing where they get a +1 to their reflexes as well. But yeah, that's a patron specific thing. It's like,
I suppose even if I fail to I don't know. I never thought about trying to block area or damage from a basic save with a shield before, but I'm like, I don't know if that works. Think about it later.
no, because block shield says it has to be an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just gonna you're gonna help flanking. I love it. You were the one who brought the lizard thing. That's really cool looking. I saw it and I was like, that's a really cool mini. I like that.
66. And then Horus, it's your turn. Yeah, I feel a little guilty about it because it's not mine. Someone loaned it to me, and then during PFS one night, and then they left.
And never came back.
They never came back.
Kind of like when I gave Jason the kobold, and then he left and never came back.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
And I was like, I won't say no. It's so cool.
I mean, it does say attack.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
It's something I never
How
thought
do
of
you
before.
moderate it as saying whether it's an attack or not?
It's rolling a d20 to affect. Saving throw is a d20 to defend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
That's fair.
That's why a shield with armor with bulwark later on, and you're like, oh, my reflex sucks. However, it's actually 3 better than you think it is. It's like heavy plate gets really good at like level 10. You're just like, well, I'm really hard to hit and fuck with saves. You're like, damn it.
Yeah.
I haven't played a heavy armor character yet. I have a couple of ideas for one, but
That would be I will draw my sword since it wasn't out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll say that.
And you're raging.
I don't think I'm gonna rage against these.
Okay.
Just, it's a bunch of rats.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's 12 damage.
That's
slashing.
Did that seem effective?
Yes.
Ooh, good to know.
Well, effective in the
More
sense
effective
that they're
than my-
dead, but not more effective than yours. The magic damage type was bludgeoning for the rats.
Say that again?
The magic damage type was bludgeoning for the rats.
Oh.
So they have resistance to well, maybe not resistance.
So everything that-
Resistance physical 6 except for bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay.
But they're dead.
Oh, nice. Oh, you killed it.
Yep.
Oh, good job.
I was like, it didn't save them. It saved a little
You
hurt.
gotta be like, the rats all unanimously stopped squeaking.
Yep.
Right. Oh, okay.
Well, the only thing I was going to do is going to do haunting him, so
Oh,
They're mindless anyways.
they're not mindless.
Swarms sometimes have the mindless trait. Because
Uh,
they're swarms. They're a hive mind or some shit. I don't know.
Just haunting him doesn't have mindless on it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what any of your stuff does. So.
Haunting
have
him's
mental.
sonic damage anyway.
Oh, nice.
Hence the reason why I took it.
Very cool.
So you guys handled that. The hand comes out
Kill it!
to congratulate you. It starts singing quickly and is disappointed as especially Hiss is just staring at, and it's like they never understand. But to you, he's like, finally.
Yeah. I'm translating as it's doing it.
So,
And then I was like, I don't think it has eyes, but I'm signing back like, does this work for you as well?
oh yes, excellent.
Wonderful.
A little jealous you have a partner, but someday I shall find mine.
I'm like, well, it worked. I was like, does it work that way?
Well, you have two hands. He hasn't married yet.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't found his lifelong.
Oh, I get it.
Somewhere.
It took me a second. I was like, I thought you were talking about me specifically. Like, I'll be. I didn't know you let me have two hands. I'm not gonna do it. There was holding it.
Well, now you have two hands for
Nice.
that. But he, with you translating for him, introduces himself as Argund the Annihilator.
Argund.
Mm-hmm.
A-R like G-U-N or something like that.
Arghun. Yes.
Stupid extra letters and shit. Surprised there's not a Q or an X in there.
We can add a couple if you'd like.
Right, yeah.
And
Like lost in translation.
he is very particular that he must be addressed as Argon the Annihilator. The whole thing, because he earned that title and he is keeping it.
Yeah, I understand.
I was heroically fighting off these vile rats with the last of my dishes when you heroes arrived. Thank you.
We don't use that terminology.
What are you then?
Heroes. We don't. We're.
Adventurers? Problem solvers.
No. What was it? Troublemakers.
Troublemaker.
I was like, no. Casey said the word
Troubleshooters.
earlier.
Troubleshooters.
Yeah, that's it. Troubleshooters.
Troubleshooters. Excellent.
We have a gun user.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
I don't know. I think his gun shoots hands.
Ah, yes.
That's why we have so many.
I've heard of this mile-long high five only in tales.
Oh man, that's great.
But I am the keeper of this manor and sole occupant. I
no
think.
longer.
No longer.
We have a deed from
We are
Bloodlord
the
Berlin.
new
We are now the
owners
patrons of this manor.
No.
by Bloodlord's decree.
Well, I recognize no bloodlord. You must prove yourself in the only way I know how. You there,
Kill more
skinny
rats.
one, with a tiny sword, arm wrestle me. Alright, give me an athletics check. Do not fear. You face Argon the Annihilator, little one.
20.
Gosh dang it. You're not... I picked the one without muscles for a reason. Fine. Fine. Argon the Annihilator recognizes your strength, servant.
You have that backwards.
I love that. if Argon had challenged the girl, I have the same strength as you. She's just like, no. I should have picked the skeleton. You're just as strong as me. You should have picked the rat.
You should have picked the one living member of the group.
Yeah. So now my nemesis, the rats. He's clearly the king of them.
Like,
He just looks at you like,
Horace, like, it's especially easy because he keeps saying Argon the Annihilator, but you get this air of
Yeah,
familiarity.
for the record, I'm not translating Annihilator properly. It's lost in translation.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's signing and they don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm like, it's Argon the hand sanitizer.
Okay.
He doesn't know that.
But the hand seems very familiar. You don't know
Ah.
why. He tells you that his memory has become poor as of late.
Oh, yeah.
The grips of old age and rats.
Old age and rats. Plagues every adventure of our age. Old age and rats. Oh, man.
He knows that there's a peculiar wall on there that, if you trace out the letter S, reveals a secret room in one of the bedrooms.
Okay.
There's somewhere in the basement, there's a secret passage. Don't know where. Someone stashed a body there once, like 1 or 2 years ago. Whatever.
Oh, it took me a minute. I was like, what? Well, because I didn't see this. I thought I only saw these rooms.
Mhm.
Fair.
It's
And
like, oh, no, that's a big bed.
as I suppose you shall be the new tenants of the manor,
Oh, We'll pay you a fair wage.
you should know that there is a viscerous scrying pool downstairs. I don't know how it works.
No.
Oh, is it directly located underneath the B2?
Mhm.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, we'll investigate the basement when we get there.
Is there anyone or anything else in this house beyond us
Let's see.
and the troll outside?
There's a troll outside?
Yeah, in
I,
the pond.
I don't know how to open the doors, okay? It's a little embarrassing, but
No, that's okay. That's okay.
just one hand.
I'm eating some rats, and I'm just gonna take some rats outside, and it's like I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
I assume that's when he's telling them about the secret door and all that.
Mm-hmm.
that we don't understand because you're the only one that can translate.
Oh shit, yeah.
Well, that's okay. He prefers to sing, but he sighs and
We need to get him like
goes
asleep
like
yeah.
this, and suddenly it starts talking normally. Hello, I am Argon, the Annihilator. Hello, mortals. Or in semi-mortals. Me mortals. Fellows.
Put some lipstick on him.
Argon the Annihilator needs blood. I think. I don't know. I don't.
Do you want a rat?
Yes.
Do you want? Oh,
Not me.
No,
fair enough.
no. He like grabs it.
mulches it down, and Vampire Hunter D's it.
Oh God.
And like the rat just kind of pops out the other side. He's like, "Yep, feeling better."
It's just the bones.
Mm.
That's amazing. Puffs. Oh, like an owl pellet.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's so weird.
Listen,
I'm not sure how that
I thought the
works.
rat swarm was going to be the weirdest thing. Now we got like 5 of these fucking things running around.
And then to the other hands, he's like, brothers. And they all deliver
And sisters.
they
There's definitely not
deliver
boys
high
holding
fives.
these girls up. I don't know. I don't know how to gender.
I will not tell their secret.
I was like, how do you sex a hand?
They know. They reminded me of a comic of like a girl adventurer going through, and she's like, "Oh, what a cute little squirrel friend! Come travel with me." And then like an arrow hits a squirrel, and it's like a little like gnome, and he's like, "Just heal me, and I'll go back to being a squirrel. It's fine." She's like, "No, that's gross. You got your dangly bits all over me. No, just go die there." And she comes back home to all of her other animal friends who are all cowering in the corner because they're all transformed people.
I think my favorite one of all of them is the one McNostril did, where he's got the barbarian chick and she's in the chainmail bikini, and she's like, "Look, the magic of my armor, which is on the bracelets and her anklets." And she's like, "When it comes towards the skin, it doesn't hurt, but when it hits the armor is actually just armor, and it kind of hurts. Do I need the middle bits?" And the last panel is her just naked, coming after a chaos warrior. "Come at me, bro!" Like,
Those wacky custodies. As for other people, Argon doesn't remember any.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
all right. Well, I guess we'll continue.
Let's see.
So bedrooms. There's a kitchen. Yes.
Yeah, so in let's see. So up north of the table is a stairwell going down to the basement. Argon knows that.
All right. Well, we're gonna finish this floor first.
Yeah. B9, he tells you, is the kitchen.
B10 to the pantry.
Yes.
Probably. So
Um,
we'll check those next.
In the kitchen, on a cutting board, is a meat cleaver embedded in a butcher's block. Is a +1 hatchet. The pommel is a skeletal hand clutching red glass, matching the design of the manor's key.
I mean, it
Hatchets,
seems
Finesse that style
excessive.
or no?
I think they're agile, but not
not
finesse.
Okay. So that's a +1 room you can play around with.
And then, in the pantry, tucked at the back shelf, is an ornate wooden spice box, carved with a flame-tongued demon. The spices are bad, but the box is worth 4 gold. Apparently, it's a collector's item.
Okay.
Let's see.
Quite a bit at level 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then B13 at the top is a study. Several comfortable chairs face a stone fireplace in the north wall of the room. Countless sketches on dusty parchment lie scattered throughout. many of them torn, crumpled, and trampled.
This is where he did some of his art. Is that a
Broken
fireplace?
drawing implements, upended ink
Looked
jars.
like it.
Cleared the top of
Oh,
a
that's the
writing
desk.
desk.
Okay, wow. I was like, how are they drawing in the fire? No, it's over here. Okay.
And the desk drawer lies in pieces on the floor near the opposite wall.
Oh, he smashed the drawer.
Someone smashed the drawer.
Yeah.
Maybe it had a hidden compartment.
Probably.
Or he just got really mad one day.
Are there any books?
No books.
No library or anything in here? Okay. Valid.
You can do art lore or perception check for the
Both plus 5. I'll do art.
the sketches.
Yeah.
That's the word.
19? Perception?
23 art.
I didn't see anything.
So these sketches are creatures called ostovites.
Osto what?
Ostovites.
Okay. Osto makes me think of bone.
Yeah, so think insectile bone creatures.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So not carapace, actually bones.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Or they're living around bones.
Right.
Um,
Bone insects. I love it.
Your check is good enough. They are small fiends.
Small fiends.
That build and inhabit moving shells of bone.
Say that last bit again. Small what? Shell what?
Moving shells of bone.
Moving shells of bone. I love it.
It's called a bone chariot.
Bone chariot?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Oh wait. So this is like a vehicle that they've enchanted that it moves on its own because it's made out of bones.
Like, it's kind of a cross between armor and a home. And if they're much more vulnerable without the bones to protect them.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting. I like that.
And they're a scavenger vermin common to the abyss.
Scavenger vermin common to the abyss. Thank you. Excuse me.
Because even the abyss has to have its scavengers.
Yeah, I'm just really on point for all of Horace's searches. I have
know.
not failed any of them.
It surprises me. Because his
Um,
perception is not that high.
So amidst the desk, you notice a couple things that look good, and taking some time to identify them. There are a vial of ghost ink and a vial of silver sheen.
What does ghosting do?
Let me go
Just
find
curious.
out.
It's like invisible ink,
Yeah, I think
and
that's it.
it allows you. It can be viewed like during full moon, certain candle lights, and some other stuff. I think.
Let's see. So, you write on it, it becomes transparent after a minute. It glows red when exposed to heat. Afterwards, it becomes invisible again.
And then it goes away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically invisible ink.
There's no real mechanical. So I ate the rats. Am I officially satiated for an hour?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I am going to pick a couple more rats up. It died within an hour, so I can still just put it in my purse.
And then going into B14, Argon says, I'm sorry, Argon the Annihilator says,
Argon the Annihilator. He sounds like Marvin the Martian to me now.
Yeah, I hear it too. This is Calic's master bedroom. There's not much here. There's a tall cabinet, but inside the cabinet is a complete suit of full plate.
Can't complain about that.
And then you draw the S on the wall, where Arkin says, and you go into this little hidden room.
Which looks like a privy.
Stone
I think it's
altar
a ritual room, yeah.
occupies the north side of this room. A lead basin sits atop it, and a metal pail is on the floor nearby. The pail has several blood-stained teeth. Most are normal humanoid teeth. 2 of them are a pair of platinum vampire fangs worth 10 gold each.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
And they talk about, oh, look at these platinum fangs. And you're like, that seems familiar. You don't know why.
Are you Calyx? No, we'll figure it out.
I doubt it.
I hope so. I think it's awesome.
Inside.
Is there? I don't care. Like, are there any pictures of Calyx? Is he a handsome man? Do I see recognizable bone structure?
For the story I had for Horus, it wasn't Calic, but
like a handyman of his or something.
Mm-hmm. That's something of his.
That's cool. I like that.
But yeah, it's not Calic.
I'm gonna convince him he's Calyx, though. You are the lord of the manor. So now you need a body. Look how handsome he was. You need a body. We get you your body, and I'm like, aw, you're not him. No.
Inside the lead basin is a folded piece of paper, closed with a plain wax seal, in Siriani that reads, I leave my home to my most loyal companion, Smoke, whom I buried in the crypt, Calic.
Smoke?
Yep. There's a simple iron key ring with 4 small keys on the altar. And there's a sketch of some bones protruding from a stone wall. One of them a skull with a tiny skeletal hand coming from it. It looks like what's the word? It looks like designs for a switch.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hand, and you got to do like the open.
Mm-hmm.
Undercover brother.
Yeah. Right on.
And I think this is a good stopping point for today.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll leave the mystery of the basement for next month.
Next month. Not even next month.
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian will have nothing but unlimited prep time.
Yep. And no money to print maps. No. My laziness. Alright. Hope you guys had fun. These guys got everything they need to have a lovely home in Great Dirge. Well, around Great Dirge.
Near Grey Dirge.
Grey Dirge adjacent.
Yep. But I can sense it. We're getting sleepy. The Sunday afternoon is hitting us hard.
Yes.
So, have fun. Please loot our fellow shop for the severed hands that we all got. They're not there unless you look really closely by ordering one of everything.
Listen, if you order one of everything, I will make you a severed hand and send it to your house.
We'll chop off Fred's hand. He's not using it.
Wow.
I'm not going to comment.
No. Fred doesn't have a wife. He's the one using his hand.
Alright, have fun, everyone. Fellowship out.